Hello, everybody. Very special stream today. Let's go full screen here rather than looking at the pause gameplay. Let's go, everybody. We got 18 viewers in here waiting. You guys are awesome. Thank you. So today, obviously, you can see in the title and everything of the sort. Live coaching today with G1. That's right, G1 Eli the Ninja. You may know him. You may like him. Very knowledgeable player. Former pro. Helped coach G1. And now I believe he is an analyst for them / coach. So we're going to let him speak on his resume when he is all set to go. I am scheduled to coach with him at 4 p.m. Eastern, so a half hour from now. So not right now, but I kind of want to show you guys the gameplay I'm choosing to go through with him and kind of let you guys know, like, what I'm hoping to, like, kind of get out of the whole thing and, like, what points in the gameplay. So we're going to start going through it. I'm going to chat with you guys, and then once we start the coaching session with him, we're going to give him our undivided attention, right? I'm not going to keep, like, butting in to, like, to read chat and stuff like that, because obviously this is his time we're using. He's very knowledgeable, very intelligent when it comes to the game of Halo, so we are going to focus up on what he has to say, basically. But I'll show you guys the gameplay we're going to go through. But first off, hello, everybody. Welcome in. I see so many different names in chat already, and thank you so much, everybody, for popping in. I'm glad, I'm very glad to see you guys are excited for this. Shake and Blake, Tristan, Stars, Clutch Hayes, Patrick, Courtney. We had Dino in here, SJ, Mark, Masked Up, Brandon, Wrath, Sticking, and Danny. Thank you so much, everybody. I want to read one chat from Dino here. From BMX vids to pro esports coaches, give the man his flowers. Love to see it, Dino. Much love, bro. Some of you have been on this journey so long, and I'm really excited because this could be a big step in the, not necessarily the career, but the journey overall. Just getting some tips and knowledge from somebody like Eli is very exciting for me, somebody who's very passionate about getting better and trying to take the next step. So to get pointers from somebody like that is just very exciting, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys get to take away a lot from it. So should be exciting. James T, Anzolo, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So yeah, again, about 20 minutes here. I'm gonna let him know I'm ready. Dun, dun, dun. Shoot me a message on Discord when you're all set. No rush, planning on 4 Eastern still. Okay, there we go. So he'll let me know when he's ready to go. In the meantime, guys, I'm going to show you the gameplay that we're going to go over, basically. Cody, good evening, brother. Welcome in. I want to buy coaching from him, too. Yeah, so we're going to go through everything, and this is not only going to serve as, hey, guys, look at me trying to get better. This is also for you guys to get a look into what to expect, not only from, like, Halo coaching in general, but Eli's coaching specifically. There's going to be a video coming out after where I kind of give my thoughts on everything. And basically review him, which originally that's what he wanted me to do, was give an honest review on his coaching. So we're going to do that. We're going to go through everything. And like I said, we'll see how things go overall. And obviously you guys will be able to purchase coaching from him if you choose to do so. SJ, hello, brother. Welcome in. So guys, basically the gameplay I'm choosing to go over, you can see HCS Season 2 Online Open Qualifier. I'm actually picking one of the games from the open qualifier because kind of the gameplay I was looking to select was gameplay where I'm in a competitive mindset, so I'm not like screwing around, not reading chat. So like to some extent I'm playing to the best of my possible ability. And then also gameplay where I felt I was sandbagging the team. I was bottom of the leaderboard this game I'm selecting. And I'm actually just making that stream public again so that Eli will be able to access it. And then And then I want gameplay where I thought I was making the best calculated decision so that I can pick his brain and see what decisions he would have made as somebody obviously much more knowledgeable. Is it bad that I put my daughter to bed early so I could watch this in peace? Miss Trader and her mom. I mean, no. I think that is a fantastic choice, my friend. All right, so basically, I'm just going to go through some of the gameplay in the meantime here, guys, to kind of show you what I'm hoping to pick his brain with. But again, once we start rolling with him, we are going to give him undivided attention, guys. I'm not going to be cutting him off. I'm not going to be able to read chat and stuff and things like that. So again, I appreciate all of you coming in, but once he's in here, we are going to be locked in so that we can get the most value out of his time while he's in. Finally, the stream to end all the backseat gaming comments in chat. Right, dude? Let's go. What if he comes in? Yo, what if he comes in and just says everything I've been saying? Like, dude, he's like, I'm going to be honest with you, Cody. You should be sliding more, man. You got to play your life. You're dying too much. And that's it. Thank you. That's the coaching session. That'd be funny. Yeah, I thought I was going to say putting your daughter to sleep at like 4 p.m. Oh, my God. SJ, I'm doing fantastic, man. Really excited. I'll be honest with you guys. I've wanted to avoid the coaching aspect for a while, but now that I'm kind of frustrated and feeling like I'm having trouble taking the next step in my gameplay, I'm very ready and very excited to see what I'm able to take away from it. So, but like I said, a whole video coming out will be we'll have all my thoughts on like how the esports coaching session went, but we got to go through the coaching first. Sweet free coaching for us too. Yes, exactly. And that's kind of the exciting goal, is that it's recommending Robots the movie after my own video. What is going on? Yes, free. It serves as free coaching for you guys, because not only do I want you guys to see what to expect from a Halo coaching session, obviously you guys can take the advice Eli's giving me too. Like, we're not doing this behind closed doors here. I probably wouldn't have done it if that was the case. It's just awesome Eli's willing to go along with it and do it. My main tag used to be Chris the Ninja back in Halo 3. That's funny. And when you'd match him, he's a great player. Yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited to have somebody so knowledgeable. And by the way, guys, if anybody's lurking around with an HCS team or somebody trying to do better, he does team coaching as well on his Metafy. So I think it's going to work really well. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Brent, what's going on, man? It makes more for some great content with us. I'd love to see more of it. I have more plans for this in the near future. I may or may not have some actual pros I may or may not be targeting, but that's all I'm going to say. All right, guys. So the gameplay, again, this is from Losers Round 1, our Game 1. Brent, I think this is the game I stick you in, believe it or not. Because this was a team that was close to our skill level, but better than us. Like, easily Onyx 1700, 1800 players. And then, I didn't play my best. I think I was bottom of the leaderboard and stuff. We got 1 fort on King of the Hill. I haven't gone back through this gameplay in quite a while, but I'm excited to see it. Oh, I should probably, hold on, I'm going to pin. Carmel Thunder, the coaching did not start yet. It will be starting at 4 p.m. Eastern. Starts at 4 p.m. Starts at 4 p.m. ET. All right, post that chat, and then let's pin that pin message. Okay. There, just so everybody knows. Right now, I'm just going over some of the gameplay that we're going to be going through with him. So right here, they steal rockets right off the rip, and I'm interested to hear what his thoughts are on where to go once they take rockets. Because, like, they grab them so fast, and, like, I'm just not sure of the thought process. Because, see, we all just kind of go out there and die. I also don't even know if this is good gameplay, but, like... But see, like, the angles, I'm trying to hold angles that we don't have and push the point at the same time. So, like, I'm kind of interested to see and hear his thoughts. Because, again, I feel like this covers all the things that I'm looking for in gameplay I want to go over. So, again, I was in the competitive mindset. I was as warmed up as I could have possibly been. And then also, the people we played are higher skill. and I wasn't playing that well. Obviously, I've probably gotten a little bit better since the first Open, but I think my thought processes are pretty similar to this gameplay, so I thought this was just good gameplay to pick out. Because as you can see, I'm not really doing much damage and stuff like that, so it'll just be interesting to pick his brain and see. Because I don't know if we're just going to go through one game or two games, but if we could go through another game, I'd like to pick one of just regular matchmaking. Because obviously the mindset is a little bit different in matchmaking, and I want to climb rank. But again, it'll be easier once I'm able to pick his brain and everything like that. All right, there's that. Got him added. And I told him to just shoot me a message when he's ready to go. Probably help if I appear online on Discord, right? I appear offline quite often. Set my status to online so he can actually see. He's actually live as well. So hopefully he plans on streaming it as well. I told him by all means, I don't do any content on Twitch. I told him, I'm like, dude, if you want to title your stream Coaching Above Average Cody, I'm like, because he's helpful and he has a lot of people that I'm sure watch him to get tips and things like that from him. So I'm sure plenty of people would like to see him coach somebody like me. These games definitely helped me a lot with my decision making. Yeah, that's why I think it'd be really fun to go through this game with him. Like, do you guys agree? I think this is probably one of the better ones to go through. Does he have a copy of the video so he could view it on a VOD site where he can draw? No, so he's probably just going to go through it off the stream. But again, he's the coach. I'm going to let him do it however he wants to do it. It's entirely up to him how he chooses to do so. Because like I said, whenever we get rolling with him, it's going to be all ears for him. All ears. Coaching. Should have killed them and not died. Strafe harder. Get a new gaming chair. Legit, dude. Like I said, freaking what if he does say all that, like, all the usual stuff? That'd be really funny. I'm an older gamer. Do you think I can get higher than platinum? 100%. So for context, Eli, I believe, is 40 years old. Yeah, the title of his stream right now is 40-year-old POV. And I think he's been up to 2,000 Onyx. Like, even though he just coaches and doesn't compete anymore, he can definitely play with the best of them. I'm gonna let, like I said, I'm gonna let him speak for himself when he gets here, but I still face some of these guys often in matchmaking. I don't think I bumped into any of them, but I saw Lucid play against Yaxon the other day, which if you remember, he was on that first team we played, Brent. It's up to the person. My skills fall off the cliff, so for me, no. Yeah, but Carmel, I'm going to be honest with you. If you sunk enough time and, like, actually, like, got passionate about trying to get better, you definitely could break through that wall that, like, you're kind of referring to. Like, 100%. It's just... And believe it or not, guys, so I have a video going up later today with my thoughts on kind of everything ranked right now. I'm not going to tell you guys the title because it is pretty clickbaity. I'm not going to lie. But, it basically... I already lost my train of thought. I think I talk about, like, only, like, 1% of players, like, actually grind and, like, try to get, like, competitive level at this game. But I'm 31 in D3 and climbing. Yeah, I mean, it's all about the time you put in. 44 soon, still grinding. Dude, age is really just a number, I'll be honest. The only thing you really lose is, like, reaction time and stuff. And, like, for Call of Duty, it might be more detrimental to you. But for a game like Halo, where a lot of it is, like, keeping your gun up and playing slow, I think the older community is, like, it thrives a little bit in some regards. Earthface, welcome in, brother. It's going very good, my man, very good. What do we think, guys? Do we want to fire up a rank game in the meantime? Run a game of ranked while we wait for him? I'll leave it up to you guys. Maybe not ranked. Maybe some Octagon. I don't want to... Like I said, I don't want to keep him waiting, per se. You know what I mean? So I actually don't need this open. So let's close that. Back, close that. Let's open up Halo. Monish, what's going on? Welcome in, brother. Either way, as you get older, eat more fiber. It won't help gameplay, but you'll feel better. Yeah, drink more water, too. Drink plenty of water. Won't help with gameplay, but 87 and higher rank than Lucid. Amazing. What? Oh, my grandma is 87 and Onyx 2800. Yeah, I might do Octagon because I've been doing a lot of Octagon to practice my aim. I can show you guys what I've been doing. If you're interested in that kind of thing. Yeah. All right. We're into Infinite. Let's click this so it's not so laggy. Do the game cap. There we go. Onyx 3000 Season 1. Yeah, I can't keep up with the best of the best, but to be fair, I couldn't either when I was younger. Dude, there really is a wall right before you get to that top level. It's the hamster wheel effect, though. Let's be honest. If you're not constantly practicing, grinding, and staying at the top of your game, you inevitably notch back because there's always people that are going to be outworking you. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's fighting to get up top. All right, let's do some... Free-for-all Slayer. Where's the S7? Are these alphabetical? They're alphabetical. No, they're not. The original are alphabetical, and then it goes campaign weapons also alphabetical. Alright, I don't want them to have any grenades because the bots love throwing grenades, and it's really annoying. Bottomless, infinite, bots. We're going to put on one bot. We're going to make him ODST because Spartans are too cracked. Go back. Let's go to the map. My bookmarks. Octagon HCS. Lobby options. Invite only, so all you rascals can't join while we're warming up. And let's send it, baby. 40 plus and powered on Coke Zero and Chinese takeout. Sounds like a good life to live. Strangely enough, my grandma is the one who got me into gaming. I need to hear that story. Afternoon, Cody. How's the day been going? Pretty good, bro. Pretty good. I actually had fast food today for the first time in, like, it's probably been at least 3 months. And it was amazing. I got a grilled cheese burrito from Taco Bell. Oh, it was phenomenal. I'm disgusting, but it was phenomenal. So I'm having a good day. How are you today, masked up? Masked up. When I say masked too fast, it comes out weird. I think there's people like Shotzi who have naturally gifted and then grind on top of it. No, I agree. So that was what I was trying to say earlier that I say in today's video is some people just get, like, the game comes easier to some people than others. It is just inevitable. Alright, we're feeling pretty decent off the rip here. My eyes have to, like, adjust to Halo. Like, after not looking at it for a while, like, it's kind of weird. Feeling good. Feeling alright. Oh, man, dude. The bot with the snipe just ain't it. Double kill. I thought that was gonna hit him. Damn, dude. Oh, what? No scope. Oh, he was on the right. The FOV's too low, guys. We have to change it. Oh my god, what? This practice has been helping my no-scope so much as I extend one into outer space. Powered on Taco Bell meat paste. Dude, it was good. Like, I won't be doing it regularly again because I think I just feel better when I don't do it. But let me tell you, as a treat today, it was very nice. Damn. Oh no. I want to go back to the snipe.
Shooting, Spartan. Hostiles down and not getting up.
Surviving. A little crazy on the stick there. You got a coach? Yeah, we have a coaching session today with Eli the Ninja, baby. Former coach at G1.
Glad I'm in your head and not head. What's that?
Pretty exciting. I'm excited to just see how it goes.
Well, would you look at that?
The only difference between now when I was 16 is that when I was younger, I would just try to play extremely fast versus strategic. I would get super mad and start moving very fast. Yeah, I mean, I still do that. I try not to. It happens, though. Dude, the bot does not switch guns. I swear he just spawns with either the sniper or the BR out.
Double kill.
Oh, no. Yeah, this is a Spartan bot. They either shoot 100% with the sniper or 0% with the snipe.
Hostiles down.
Oh, I always look the wrong way, bro. Brother, please have mercy with the sniper 343 stone. Yeah, guys, the coaching session does not start for about another 9 minutes. Whenever Eli is ready. I told him to shoot me a message.
Shooting, Spartan.
Double kill.
No. Damn, man. Damn.
A good old-fashioned takedown.
He should have a coaching series called The Book of Eli. I'm sure that's copyrighted or something. No, I shot him in the chest with the BR burst.
Double kill.
What? Did that dude go between his legs?
Triple kill.
A good old-fashioned takedown.
Double kill.
Damn.
Hostiles down and not getting up.
Perfect. Double kill. Triple kill. No scope.
No, I locked right onto him too. If you set the bots to Spartan and give them a pistol secondaries in Octagon, they switch weapons constantly. Are you serious? I just gave him the overkill. That's embarrassing.
Better them than us.
Double kill.
I can't miss those, dude. He was jumping in the air. He's sitting duck.
A good old-fashioned takedown.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Cut him up good. Crowd doesn't get so
Oh, man. Come here. Oh, what the heck?
Double kill.
Getting overkill by a bot? Yeah, bro, it happens. Only to me, though. Does that still mean it happens to the best of us?
Double kill. Triple kill. Overkill.
Dude, I can never get past the overkill. The bot won't allow it. He just does too much consistent damage. Always. Oh god, he's behind me.
Kill.
How long does it take him to turn around? He doesn't. Oh, now he turned around. I guess after a while he figures it out.
Double kill.
Hasn't happened to me though, so I must be complete trash. Yeah, bro, sorry, it only happens to the best. Okay.
Double kill.
What? Who? Huh? Hey, nice spawn. Hey, nice spawn. Oof. Oof.
Double kill.
Dude's not even, he's like, I'll just take the bullets.
Good shooting, Spartan.
The double snipe. He's just better, dude.
Old-fashioned takedown.
No scope. Double kill. Triple kill.
No, 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 no. Crazy, I installed my 7.1 surround sound in my gaming room / office this morning, finally, and sounds like the sniper rounds are going over my head. That's pretty sick, though. Feed him! I'm feeding him!
No scope.
I can't keep feeding him if he's not even looking at me.
Good job,
You know.
Spartan. Come on, good.
Double kill.
Oh, what? What kind of spawn is that? I even checked that. Oh my goodness, he's cracked. Oh my goodness, I'm not.
Double kill. Triple kill. Overkill.
Bot will not allow the overkill. I mean, the kill tack. Wow. Wow. The bot's a demon, bro. The bot is a demon! Cody, would you pick up scuffs, thumbsticks, or paddles for the Series 2? I don't know. I'd have to try them out. I would do it to try them, but I don't know if I'd use them all the time, because I am pretty comfortable with what I have since I've been playing on it for so long. Dude, the bot is actually so annoying with the sniper. Like, so annoying.
Good old-fashioned takedown.
Like, it's not realistic. Humans actually miss sometimes, guys. Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Keep that, nerd. And that.
Triple kill.
Hostiles down. And not getting up.
Double kill.
That right there is
Oh,
why I
stop
picked
shooting.
you.
The COD effect. Nice spawn.
Come on.
Double kill.
Damn.
Nice shooting, Spartan.
Double kill.
Oh, I pulled it back out. It wasn't worth it. It was not worth it. Alright, I should probably check these messaging me.
Good old-fashioned
Nope.
takedown.
Not yet. The bot is APG with one hand behind his back. Probably.
You make those bullets sick, Spartan.
Come here, buddy. Oh, God.
Double kill.
Dude, Octagon is so good for, like, not even a warm-up, just practicing, like, aim. This is, like, it covers really well all the main distances of gunfights you're going to be taking. Like, outside of, like, scope fights.
No scope. Double kill. 5 minutes remaining.
Well, would you look
He's
at
ready.
that?
Look at YouTube chat. Eli, brother, I am ready for you.
Victory.
Damn, I told you to send me a message. I'm just kidding, bro. I got you, Eli. All right, brother, do you want to call, or is there a Discord you'd prefer to use? You tell me, my man. I think a call will work fine if you want to do that. Message you on Disc? Yes, sir. I got you open. I'll hit you with the wave. All right. Now I'll unpin that message. All right. Join call. Eli, my friend, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
Very excited to get this rolling here. See what you have for me. So I'm just gonna pin a message for my chat so everybody that joins in knows what's going on. So chat, all right. We're in the chat with Eli. Eli, how about you give us your resume here?
Wow, put me on the spot.
No,
Former
honestly, I'm
pro-
smart. I'm gonna make you talk while I do the typing. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, I guess I'm a former pro gamer myself. Went pro in Halo 2 and Halo 3. I've also coached for a very long time. I started doing coaching actually all the way back in Halo 2. Um, I had it on my MySpace, so that'll tell you how long ago it was. I was selling my lessons through MySpace. And then obviously I got onto Medify. Nowadays I'm the analyst for G1, the pro team. And I spent the entire last year as their actual like on stage coach as well. Uh, so yeah, that's pretty much my background with Halo and coaching.
That's very cool, and most people like on my channel are definitely already aware of you, which I'm very glad about. So I just wanted you to give the intro more for people that might not be as well tuned with the Halo community, because it seems like there's like a boatload of people out there that want to get better and stuff, but they seem to like not really know about like you and that aspect of the community on like Medify and things like that, because there's a lot of people that do the coaching and stuff on there, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, yeah. I'm actually booked up for like pretty much the next week. So if somebody wants coaching, they'll probably have to book something for the week after or find a time slot in the middle, because it's getting really popular right now for whatever reason.
It's probably that season 3 rush, and everybody's trying to climb to the rank they belong at.
Yeah, true.
But all right, so I don't know the best way you want to grab the gameplay. If it's on a past live stream on my channel, would that work for you if I gave you the timestamp?
Yeah, let's do that. If you have like a certain game,
All
I
right.
can just pull it up and then share my screen to you, and then
Perfect. So I'll
yeah, you
grab
share
the
it to
link
chat.
for that, so you don't have to go looking for it. I'll just link it to you, and then I'll give you that timestamp. So what I'm actually going to do is I wanted to grab some gameplay that I'm kind of in a competitive mindset, playing against some decent level players, and then just bottom fragging, honestly. So like I'm trying to play really good, but I'm not playing well, and this is actually losers round 2 from the first open qualifier this year. So I felt like that was the best gameplay to kind of have you go through with me.
And we'll be able to hear comms and everything on it too.
Yes, because it'll be it's straight from the live stream, so whatever I broadcasted to my viewers for that match will be in there. So that's the link to it, and then if you go to about 3 hours and 3 minutes in, that is where that game that I'm referring to starts. It should be I believe King of the Hill Streets.
Okay, I see it.
So
All right, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen to you, and then if you can share that to the stream so we can follow along.
yep, I'll get that opened up once you share it up here. All right, so I guess it's better for you to go over. If you want to go over what you like what are we gonna go through? What to expect? What should the viewers here expect on what we're doing?
So I kind of like to explain a lot of different mechanics of the game itself. There's actually a lot of things the game is trying to tell you to do that is helpful to talk about, because it actually helps you when you're in a game decide what you're going to do off of spawns. For example, your spawn also tells you a lot about what's going on around the map, but also just trying to give you context clues where within the context of the situation, how you can look at it in the moment and make a decision. And we're going to kind of analyze your decision making as you actually made them, and then talk about alternative decisions that we could have made as well. So that's kind of the way that I like to do it.
Okay, perfect.
So you got the stream up?
Yep, I got you all opened up. Chat, I hope his voice is loud enough for you. If you guys think I should turn it up or turn it down, just feel free to put a chat. I will see chat, guys, but we're going to try not to read it, because we're going to give Eli here our undivided attention.
All right.
There we go. All right. Yeah, so it's
Kind of listening to your monologue to the team before here. I like this. We're pepping up the team. We're pepping up the team to get started, which is definitely important. Give your teammates positive reinforcement. That's going to make their brain work in overtime. If you're stressed, your brain actually releases chemicals that kind of reduce the functionality of your prefrontal cortex, which is your decision-making part of your brain. So by being in a happy, positive mood, that's going to help you out a lot. So
and just for
I like
some
the emphasis on
context, so we this was immediately after we got completely destroyed 0-3 in winners round 1, as to be expected. And then as we go through it, you'll hear we kind of get tapered off, because once we start losing and going down, you've been in Halo long enough to know where the mindset goes. But just to kind of lay the landscape for you here.
Yeah, no, I think it's really important that somebody is kind of a leader figure the way that you're being right now. So I actually love to see this from you, to try to like get everybody refocused. Like, we lost that, but we're not out of the tournament, which is a really important mindset to have in a double elim bracket. So
Let's keep it rolling. If you feel like we have to adjust something, call it out. We'll adjust to it. Just be sure to listen to the comms as much as you're making the comms. Let's get it. Let's get it, boys. Learning
there we go. Got some energy.
Do it here. If not, we're done. And are you cool if I like ask questions like at good points to kind of like pick your brain on what I think I did wrong? Or do you want me to just let you flow through it? All right.
No, yeah, questions are always a good thing. All right, so let's talk about the opening here. So do you have a certain thing you always do off the start that you were doing here?
Yep. So I do the jump up the tires, and then I get on the little planter right above tire gen, and then try to shoot the spikes and clip them before they slide down the steps. I believe he beats me there because I take too long lining it up. And then they do the quick grab on Spank here. And then this is my first questionable decision.
Yeah, I was actually just going to say, like, when we know they have rockets, I think that dropping down here is pretty risky. I mean, a lot of the time the guy is just going to be sitting here waiting for you to rocket you. But the thing is, I actually don't mind this because we have a teammate right here that's going to probably deal some damage, and we might be able to make this guy trade with you. So I actually don't hate the drop down, but we could also consider, it kind of depends what everybody else is doing on the map, right? Like, do we have a teammate top A that's watching you from behind here? If we do, I actually like this, because if they have rockets, honestly, the quicker we make them burn the rockets, the better. So taking this route, if you're just going to suicide on this guy, that's a play that's honestly valid.
So
as long as we have it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
This was my first question. So that was my thought process on dropping down, was I saw we had somebody moved all the way up Pink Street. So the team kind of surprised us by playing instantly for those rockets. They probably saw a setup that they liked in grabbing rockets. What is the, like, as a team, what is the better play to go for if you give up rockets quickly like that and they rat away with them?
I mean, to be honest, like, the first mistake our team made here was we didn't have eyes on the rockets besides your own. Like, I think that ideally, if you have a team, somebody on the team should be watching this either from front A or top A. Like, the fact that your eyes were the first ones to notice they were missing, I think is a kind of a hole in your starting strategy here.
Yeah.
But once they do get them, now as played, we have to decide, like, how are we going to make them waste the rockets as quickly as possible? So I honestly don't mind a full kamikaze, just run into them, make them waste the rockets, because if they hold on to them, the longer they hold on to them, the more pressure it kind of puts on us by default. We have to like tiptoe our way around, like approaching the hill, because we know there's a guy lurking with rockets. But if we can just force him to waste them now, it's not going to be that big of a deal. We might lose some time, but it's not going to be the end of the world.
Yeah.
So that's the way that I see this. Also, just to note, like during King of the Hill, I think that there's different parts of the map that are ideal to have as a goal for your team to spawn. So for this hill, when it's on B Street, I think spawning your team at PD is ideal. So that should be kind of our overarching goal during this like initial segment of the game, is like we kind of want to control PD side, because from there you can jump up top heaven. You can apply pressure to people that are currently in the hill. If you have the hill, then the guy top heaven can kind of watch that guy's runway. So that's kind of the thought process that I like to have here.
Better angles and better overlook on the objective.
Right, so very nice shots. They did waste one rocket. We currently have 2 dead. I always point to the kill feed, because this is all the context you need to kind of drive the way you're playing the game. When it goes down 2 on each side, and there's 1 rocket alive, it's actually a good time for our teammates to be aggressive here. So now we go 3 dead though, and now it's a 1v2. One of them has a rocket and one of them has the stalker. So I think as the surviving teammate now, he should probably play to like towards that spawn area that I talked about. Maybe just go to PD, stay unseen for a little while. And then once he has teammates respawn, then that's the time to push.
Top C jumping down. He's going up B steps. B step stalker. Watch out.
Yeah, so instead he's kind of pushed up here and he's weak. I think his thought is he wants to maybe get a kill before before you guys spawn. But at the same time, if we think about it, when he dies, now we've pretty much given the other team the opportunity to choose where we spawn. If they're playing intelligently, they can all just walk in certain places. They can just choose to spawn you guys at Cafe, which is probably one of the worst places to spawn for this hill, or inside C just by blocking everything else. So I would have actually preferred to see Paul, fall back here. He doesn't need to try to be a hero. I think a lot of people's inclination is to try to be a hero in this situation, but I mean, he's fighting two guys that have better weapons than him. It's pretty unlikely that he comes out ahead here.
So if all else fails, kind of the last guy's goal is to make things in some regards less favorable for them, because you'd be blocking the more favorable spawn if he was to get to PD and try to live up back there.
Yeah, exactly. So when he pushes up here and dies, and you still have 6 seconds to respawn, like one of these guys that kill him, they can just run to PD, and now you guys don't get the spawn you wanted from the start. And then if you start spawning C, you might start funneling up the driveway, which, we all know is a pretty easy way to die here. So
Yeah.
let's see how this plays out.
Which I actually believe is the next play here, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I get the
Okay.
C spawn.
Yep, so we do end up spawning C because the other team was heads up enough to block PD.
All right, we're spawning C side.
And now here we're in a position where we have no kills. They're in the hill. We really just kind of have to play Slayer here. A lot of people's gut instinct is to just run towards the hill and kill him. But I mean, we have a ton of time. They have to be in this hill for 40 seconds to get the hill. So right now is the time to basically fight for map control. There's going to be a lot of poking, just shooting people, maintaining your own shields, trying not to overexpose and die. Even pushing out through the purple street here is pretty good. If you can wrap all the way around, in a coordinated push and get control of A, it's going to take a while to get there. Yes, we're going to give up some time while we do so, but we're going to give ourselves a better position and a better angle to get this hill ultimately.
So that's definitely something really important just for everybody watching, is just because you have 4 people spawned up doesn't mean it's go time to fly straight at the objective, which I believe is what we do here. But taking the extra time and taking a more favorable route will not only put you in a better position, but obviously the team may be expecting us to make the dumb push straight out of C, and then that's kind of what happens, and that's what makes it impossible to push the point, because if you go down one quick, then obviously you're not going to get a 3v4 from the front side. But
okay. It just becomes a lot harder. I'm actually going to pull up your chat too, just in case people have any questions. Give me a second so I can read them myself as well.
All right, chat, take that as a cue. If you have any questions for Eli here as we're going through the gameplay, feel free to ask them, because he will have chat open. So if you have any questions for him in regards to this gameplay or thought processes and things like that here, don't be afraid to ask.
Yes, sir. All right, perfect. So yeah, I think that this is the inclination that a lot of people have, is to just go straight for the hill. And I was going to say a caveat to it. The reason that we want to take the longer route in this case is because we have so much extra time on the hill. The inflection point, an inflection point just means a change in game state that would adjust your strategy in the moment. The inflection point would be, let's pretend this hill is actually at 75% completion. Then we might want to take a more head-on approach to the hill, because we don't have the luxury of taking the long route. But the other thought is we need to keep a guy anchored in C, because the next hill moves to C. So, if they had more time, you would start to think, okay, let's at least hold C so that if the hill does move, we're in favorable position. But let's see how this plays out here.
I'm gonna push driveway. Trash. I'm looking down trash. Trash dead.
Okay, we got to pick. Yeah, you definitely get your shields here. See, Coolman's push here is fine, but we need another person that's pushing at the same time. So the most successful pushes in this game are when 2 members of your team are pushing multiple angles at the same time. So our teammate that's bottom mid here, I would like him to actually try to time a push with Coolman up to tires at the same time that he's going up B Street. So if you're one of the guys that's making the push to the hill, you kind of have to talk closely to the player that's closest to make that push with you.
So
let's see.
Just to pick your brain a little bit, what would be some of the things you want to go through in comms to set up that timing? Because we practice quite a bit on that sometimes, and it's very hard to line things up, because obviously you want to push different angles to the point where you can shoot the same enemy that can only obviously look one direction. So what would you kind of go through here with those two to kind of get that timing set up so you go at the same time?
Yes, you make a very good point. This is an extremely fast-paced game, so making good timing plays is difficult. I think as a good rule of thumb, the person that's furthest back can see the scenario more than anybody else. Like in this case, on your screen, you can see everything. Um, but if you're like, let's say these two decided like, all right, we're gonna push hill together. The guy that's furthest behind needs to be the one that's making the comms for timing. He can say, I'm 2 seconds to tires, or I'm 3 seconds to tires. If he says something like that, then Cool Man knows that he needs to play his life for about 2 or 3 seconds and then start pushing. So I think that the guy furthest back in the scenario needs to be the one that's calling the shots for timing, because he would have to turn it around and look at him to figure out exactly when his timing is, when he needs to stay trained and keep his reticle placement, on a player that could approach him. So as a good rule of thumb, that's a way to practice your pushes. As the second guy into the fight needs to say when to slow down or when to speed up. Like just saying simple things like "I have your help," "I'm here." Like those are like it's go time communication devices. Whereas like slow down, I'm not there yet. You can say things like that, and then they know that they need to play their life for a few extra seconds. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, boys. Get
So as played, Coolman kind of he pushes, and I think that you could have done a better job here of expressing that you were absolute. I don't know if I heard that from you.
I'm backing off on one shot.
Okay, you did say that. Said I'm backing off on one shot.
I wasn't
so when
even sure.
yeah, when your teammate says that though, like you kind of have to, like if you're this guy that's on B stairs, you have to understand like there's at least one person on your team that cannot help you, but like somebody else on the team needs to be able to step up and say, I'm here, or I'm pushing tires, or I have a flank, like something that gives your team an idea of what or how to time their own push.
Yeah, and also when the help is coming and where it's coming from.
Yep.
Heaven.
So after we go 2 dead, this is where it's time to like completely disengage, and we have to think about the next push, because this is a failed push. If we try to continue here, it's very likely that we're just going to die, and now we're on a staggered spawn. And honestly, a lot of this problem is happening because we didn't take the long route to start.
Yeah.
Every failed push that you make is just more time that they're going to get in the hill. I mean, it goes the same for strongholds, oddball, all the objective like time-based game modes. That first push, it's so important for it to work out that you have to really take your time and communicate effectively during the first push, so that you're not having to reset constantly and go for the next push.
One red room.
So here, I mean, they just kind of had our number.
All right, driveway moving up with Stalker. He's going bottom C. They're trying to spawn us out A here.
2 heaven.
So we actually got favorable spawns here. This is where if we clear through back A and heaven, now we actually have the part of the map that is ideal for this hill, and we could potentially actually clear them out. I think Paul is a little bit early on his push while you guys are here, but it could work out because we have a few of them in our sights here.
Paul, keep working B steps. I'm gonna try to get inside.
I got it.
Bottom C.
So I don't mind that we're taking the fast route here, but it doesn't look like any of us really cleared back A. There could actually be a member of the other team lurking somewhere over here. It's unlikely, but it's possible. So we always need to clear our angles. Like think of a SWAT team. If a SWAT team enters a building, they're clearing every single room to make sure there's no stragglers or no like dangers that are, hiding somewhere. It's definitely important for us to do that, because the worst thing that can happen is if we have a good push and then we start getting shot in the back. So something to consider for sure.
Yep, and then real quick, one good question I see here in chat is why is A better for this hill when C belt can directly chow?
So spawning A is better because of the heaven angle. If you go heaven, you have like full sight of the hill. You can throw nades into the B pillars area for free for the most part. If somebody goes up B stairs, you're in an advantageous position to shoot them before they shoot you. Whereas like if you're in C and you try to take this driveway route, like you're fighting uphill first of all, and they can easily, like if there's a guy just hiding like ice cream, which is between red room and B, like he can just wait and just stare at that doorway and shoot you before you can even get up the driveway, or they can even hide in red room. There's just so many hiding spaces that have high ground above you that it's very easy to kill you on your way up. And then, I mean, sure, you can go up B stairs, but the only way B stairs is effective is if another person is pushing from another angle at the same time. Because if everyone turns and looks at B stairs, he's dead. So, you know, I'm not saying it's impossible to push from C. It's just a lot harder because of the height advantage and because you only have a few options to enter from. Whereas if we spawn at A, somebody can jump heaven, start dealing some damage, draw some attention to their direction. Another person can come through tires, finish them off. It's just it overall, becomes a much easier entry point for this specific hill.
Picks.
B stairs, weak.
Heard B steps, naded.
Or he's full.
I can't throw my other nade.
Red room. He's in there.
Good nade, man.
Okay,
Nice
a
run.
little bit unfortunate on that. Here, let me actually back this up for a sec. Watch the way we're approaching this fight.
B stairs, weak.
Heard B steps, naded.
Or he's full.
I can't throw my other nade. There, I had my bumper stick.
Red room.
Okay, do you have the
attempted to
elite
throw
series?
second nade? You better believe I have an elite series too.
Yeah, the bumper, I have it too, and the bumpers are notoriously not very
It's so
reliable
frustrating.
over long term. Yeah, I'm actually in the process of getting a new controller because of that. All right, so let's see here. All right, so I see you Grace guys in the chat. What about controlling Stalker? Yes, Stalker is important. With the nerf, you can only get a couple of kills before you're out of ammo, but it's still very important to control on this map, don't get me wrong. And the spikes are definitely very helpful on this. It's actually pretty hard to spike the B hill effectively. In strongholds, it's very easy to spike the B stronghold because it's all the way against the wall, but like the hill, it's actually pretty easy to dodge spike grenades. And I just think that King of the Hill, like you have to hold that space for a prolonged period of time. So I think it's just easier to advance from the PD side.
He's in there.
Good nade, man.
Nice run.
Tires jump up right now. One.
Huge kill, Brent. Huge kill. Just live.
Nice. He's actually doing a really good job of milking his life there. Like the longer, if you're this guy that's one shot, the longer you stay alive and have people focus on you, the easier it is for your spawning teammates to come in and finish the guys that are focused on you. So you're actually seeing that happen right here. But also look how easy this access is to this hill from our spawn point, just from spawning PD here.
One on point. He's going arcade. Arcade half.
Whereas when we were spawning in C, it felt like there was almost no chance we were ever going to get into the hill.
Yeah, and you're sprinting uphill rather than just taking 2 steps out and you're in.
Yep.
Yeah, we're 2 down. I'm backing off.
I think in this case, like I see what your thought process was. We're 2 down, I'm backing off. But in this case, I think that challenging was necessary because if they had damage, this was the time to capitalize on that damage. I would assume that we got 1 kill and then we died afterwards. I would assume that whoever's left probably has at least some damage. Plus, they shouldn't be expecting you to come from here right now since the last time they saw you guys come was on the other side. So I think you actually had a pretty good push here. If you just full sent it and tried to finish whatever damage was weak here, this could have worked out in your favor. Plus, they're about to get the hill, so we don't really have time to make another push. Like, we can't really wait on our spawners and get another push here.
And believe it or not, one thing I want to say to that point there is some games like this, I struggle often with, I guess, kills overall. My teammates will have a lot more kills, and some of it could definitely be decisions like this. I'll just back down just based solely on how many people are in front of me, but that's a fair point because if there were 2 damaged people up here, I could have came up, gotten potentially 2 free kills, and gave us another crack at this hill, but instead I chose to back down. And I walk out of it with no kills. I let them regen and potentially get the close spawn. So it's kind of like one decision completely turning how that hill could have gone.
Yeah, so I'll say something, and people that follow my Twitter have heard me say this before, but it's a concept called the neutral advantage and disadvantage. So essentially, like if all 4 members of both teams are up, it's a neutral state, right? So that means neither team really has an advantage or disadvantage. But if your teammates are dealing damage, following up on that damage to get the kill is so important to start winning the advantageous position. Right here, we went 2 dead, but if they are also weak, we could potentially kill the last 2 and then bring it back to a neutral state. By backing down here, we basically submit to being in disadvantage for at least another 10 seconds or so. But like until the play is over, like one team has advantage and one team has disadvantage. And this was a small window of opportunity that we could have leveled the playing field that we chose not to take. And that's why we actually end up in disadvantage for a bit longer. Yeah, exactly. Like in fighting games, Gringo. It's like, because if you think about it, okay, in a fighting game, everybody plays really safe around each other until somebody gets the first hit, because usually the players in fighting games are so good that after they get a hit, it's going to lead to several more hits. So it's going to lead to a ton of damage. In Halo, it's the same way. If you kill the first guy, that's the first domino that falls. Now you're in a 4v3, it's infinitely easier to finish the next guy, and then you kill the next guy, it's a 4v2. It's basically like full comboing the other team, but in Halo. So something to think about as well. In this case, we had a chance to kind of
Backing off. I'm backing off.
neutralize the situation. Okay, you do come back. This is good.
He's still one there. One shot B plat.
So understanding that our teammates are here, we don't have to chow this to the death.
Yeah, definitely an overchow there. He's still one there.
Like, just shooting this guy twice and then backing it down the corner.
Yeah, if
is
I would have
totally
held that
fine.
left angle there when he slid out, it would have been much better positioning to put in damage and live rather than putting myself in a spot to just get gunned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like you already got a kill. Like, okay, everybody on the team only needs to do their 25% because you're 25% of the team, right? This was you trying to do more than your 25%. When you could have just weakened this guy a little bit, back down, and then, you know, trust that a teammate is going to be in a position to finish this guy. This guy's also going to be staring at you in this direction, which means if a teammate comes up B stairs, he's just free. So have to think about that. Trust your teammates to fill in their 25% of the time. Don't overdo your own 25%.
Write that down. Write that down. Do 25%. Don't try to do more.
Exactly.
I tried it.
Three dead. Control spawn.
Don't be afraid to get off that hill if you have to, Grant.
Two tires.
All right, so off of this spawn point, I actually would have preferred that you cut through mid here, because okay, so I'll say this: an underrated skill in Halo is your imagination, and when I say that, I mean you need to be able to imagine which parts of the map your team cannot see, and if you can imagine that, you should seek to fill that blind spot as soon as possible. If we run up here, yes, we're going to be closer to the fight. Yes, if somebody comes up, you know, this side of the map, like up from PD side, yes, you'll be able to team shoot with them. But there's a huge chunk of the map that we don't even know what's going on. But if we cut through and look mid, now we suddenly know whether or not people are there. You can get shots on the enemies that are trying to go up these stairs, that are trying to jump into tires, that are crossing from, like, let's say they're spawning cafe. They could be crossing front A to get to the hill. You can see a lot of people that are on their way to the hill and apply pressure to them before they even get close to the hill. If you see nobody, then you can become the flanker of their push. So when we take this redundant angle, we're not really achieving a lot besides, you know, we'll probably be able to help somebody team shoot if an enemy approaches. But like, we've already got two guys that are in the hill. We need to trust that they're going to hold it down. And then it's kind of your job to fill in the blind spot in this position. So
I'm spawning driveway. I'm gonna try to get
okay,
top C.
perfect. So he does say, I'm going to try to get top C. I think that, like, it's a good thought, but this is the immediate angle right here. We could
Because a
just
lot
turn
could
right
happen
and
while I'm going all the way around trying to get up to top
Mhm.
C.
another important thing to write down is in Halo, 1 second is an eternity. Like, any extra second that you're not accumulating information, you're not shooting your gun, you're not getting to a power weapon, you're not getting objective time, that 1 second really hurts your team in the long run. So definitely think about that. Like, we didn't even think about looking to the right here. No, so this blind spot continues to be a blind spot in the center of the map for our team.
Alright, I spawn driveway.
Spank up 5 seconds. I've got stalker if I can get
Like, this was a full probably 4 or 5 second rotation that we saw nothing.
an angle on it real quick here.
I got
Did no
naked from,
damage. We did get into a favorable position for the next hill and for looking at rocket. That's the advantage. We got the weapon.
heaven.
I see heaven.
Caution right now.
Putting shots on.
Spanker dead.
Nice,
Spanker
rocket's
dead.
up, rocket's-
It's still up. I'm
There's two
watching
dead.
over it.
So we also don't need to just stare in this direction. Like, obviously we want to make sure nobody goes for the stalker, but or nobody goes for these rockets. But like, our teammates just died in B. We should be able to look B and see if we can pick somebody off there too.
Dead. I'm moving up. I'm moving up. I'm moving up.
Looking at rockets, you're good. He's on it.
He's
one.
one.
I killed
Okay,
one.
nice.
Alright, I'm moving
It's
in.
big.
I killed two. I
Our
killed
team's
two.
holding it down.
One
We're making a
shot.
good
He killed
push.
himself. There's
Okay.
one rocket down in mid. There's 3 dead for them.
All right, so we're probably on the brink of getting this hill. We just got 3 dead. There's a rocket down laundry. Somebody on our team needs to go grab this rocket. But we also need to start thinking about making sure we're in C before the hill moves. So that should be our next step. It's like, I think number 1 priority is securing this rocket and then securing this hill. But the next step should be, okay, we need to eventually start migrating to C so that we can get the next hill. I think since the score is so close, we probably should, fight pretty much to the death for this hill. We should be willing to kind of all stack it. I think towards the end of the hill, it's actually pretty good to send like multiple people in the hill at the same time because, even if one of you dies, the timer still keeps ticking for your squad.
Yeah.
So that's definitely important to note as well.
Just soloing him.
I'm gonna protect by hill.
Yep.
I'm gonna protect by hill.
They only have 1 rocket. I'm gonna stay back B here.
Okay. Now it's like we kill this guy and there's 2 seconds for us to cap this. So I think you should just move forward and get in the hill, like especially when his shield is flickering. It's like, okay, he might just die right here.
Tires is back
Okay, we got it. But now it's like, honestly, I don't even care if that guy dies that's at tires right now. Like somebody needs to be making sure they don't spawn in C because we're causing so much mayhem on this side of the map that the game is going to decide this is not a safe place for them to spawn, and it might just spawn them in the hill here.
And that's almost the same thing we did on that hill originally as well, was kind of left the favorable spawns kind of blank.
Yep. So like your position here is actually blocking some of the PD spawns. You're blocking all of the caution spawns that are around this corner to your right. We're not blocking Cafe, which is good. They could still spawn Cafe. But C is also completely open here, so we have to be
we're
very
almost
mindful.
like pushing out towards them when we don't even want to be over there.
Yeah, we don't even need to worry about killing these guys. Like, fuck that. They can waste their time. They can spawn their teammates somewhere bad. If we can just start accumulating hill time and like lock down some angles at C, that's going to be a lot more beneficial to us right here.
Laundry, jump up right now with rockets.
Dead,
rockets.
he's dead. Front A.
All right, let's focus C. Focus
Bottom middle with stalker.
Okay, so we do eventually come back here.
Driveway pushing me here.
Nice, Panda. Still front C. 1 shot.
Front C still 1. He's against the steps there. I'd
So
like to
here
hear your
we're
thoughts on that chow right there. You're both 1 shot. I obviously lose it. Just like an unfortunate finish to that one? Or do you think I kind of hold the angle a little bit differently? Or just call out and help and stay on the disruptor corner? Driveway pushing me here.
Nice, Panda.
Because I
would
see
say
he's
that-
1 shot. I kind of strafe out a little wide there, but...
Yeah, I think that we have a few options here. We still have a sticky grenade. So you could just hug this wall and then peek for a microsecond to chuck the plasma grenade under him, and then he has to decide how he's going to dodge that nade. He'll probably move out to the middle of the court. If he does that, you probably have a teammate that could finish him off. But we should just be able to ice up and hit this shot, if I'm being honest with you. Like,
Still
I
front C.
think we just barely missed it. But like after that first shot didn't go down and he's like starting to hug that wall, I would put the sticky nade in there because you kind of put him in checkmate, right? Like he can either keep challenging you and run into your sticky, or he can hide in the corner. He's probably going to die to the sticky. Like, I think at some point we should have thrown this because
Driveway pushing me here.
it's super good,
Nice, Panda. Still front C.
especially like right after that peak. It's a good time to just go ahead and chuck him, put him in checkmate.
Front C still 1. He's against the steps there. Front C with Stalker. 1 shot. He's past the...
So far, I do like your communication. You're very specific about where people are. You're saying what weapons they have. I'd say that's very important. A good thing to note, because your teammates need to know what they're facing when an enemy is somewhere. If you just said front C or bottom C, teammate might chow more confidently with just their BR than they would knowing that he has a stalker. So I think that's a really good quality that you have.
Disruptor there.
Yo, glad you're learning, Spartan Boomer. Thanks for the sub, by the way, Benjo.
Just live.
Nabbed a pulse carbine.
All right, so off of this spawn.
You can't die there.
So in our last death screen, we saw that our teammates still fighting the INC, kind of trying to waste their time. So I think that an underutilized angle here is front A. Like when we spawn here, like yes, Paul is kind of alone here, but the front A angle, if Bandos weakens somebody in C, you can see all of C from front A. Like they don't really have many hiding spaces if you just kind of walk down bottom mid. I I think that that's a really strong angle for this hill is to shoot that way. And then while you shoot, your teammates can push a bit more aggressively if you're getting enough damage down.
Can't die there, Bandos. We're not
So
letting
just
you
think
push
about
loose.
that here. So like as we go this way, this is another huge blind spot. I mean, I don't know what our teammate here is doing. I haven't heard what he said he's doing yet.
Pulse carbine.
Top A with or top C with Stalker weak.
Top C, okay. So we're dealing damage, but we still don't really know what's going on like bottom C. I would hope that this marker here is our teammate at A and he's taking a good angle to shoot at A, or sorry, at A and he's taking a good angle to shoot bottom C because we need to
I'm not gonna be able to tell him get proper thing.
we need to be doing damage from multiple angles to make this push effective. And I feel like we're kind of like staggered. We're just kind of like hoping things work out and we're not really guaranteeing a kill at all in this situation. Whereas if we took like a complementary angle to the push, we probably would have been able to at least secure a kill.
One shot per.
Now you're the last guy and it doesn't feel like they know you're here. So you can choose to be sneaky if you want. You could even just like crouch on this door and maybe go for a 2-shot beatdown if somebody walks out this way. We need to be mindful of where the shoddy player is though. And if the shoddy player is near us, then we might have to be a bit more aggressive and just go for a trade. The downside is like our chances of success here are really low. We're fighting a 4v1. The only element of the only positive thing we have going for us is the element of surprise because I don't think they know you're here. Okay, it looks like you choose to wait a moment.
Top C.
Top C. Stalker.
So I like this. You're kind of seeing if you can maybe pick somebody off that's weak. This isn't bad. Let me catch up on chat real quick.
Yep.
Don't feel bad if you feel like you're making a ton of bad plays this VOD review. That's a good thing. You're becoming more aware, which helps you improve. 100% Halo Daycare. There's always, you can always learn from your mistakes. No shame in pointing your out mistakes that you've made.
And just to kind of catch anybody up that's new in the stream, by the way, thank everybody popping in. Feel free to subscribe, hit that like button. But we chose gameplay from the first HCS Open this year, losers round 1. We're a little bit out of our league. Players maybe a skill notch above us. I was in a competitive mindset, but obviously I could be making better decisions, and I bottom fragged this game pretty bad. So I tried to pick the perfect gameplay where I was in the right mindset and as warm as I could possibly be playing, but also the mind and the decisions weren't obviously perfect, and that's a good game to review.
Yep, 100%. If you ever have bad games, like you can even review your own gameplay and back in theater with the outlines on and just kind of see the way you guys are flowing around the map. See if you were picking up on the blind spots thing that I mentioned before, and just see how effective your pushes were. So
and the best
I think
thing
that's
too
really-
in theater is seeing where how the enemies are playing. So like it's less of a guess, like where you were going over earlier where there could have been a player back PD. We could have seen, say there was a player back PD, we could have been like, oh, there was a player there. What are we doing not clearing that out? But
Yep,
so theater's very
100%.
useful.
Yep, Rengar makes a good point. Outlines and watching third person because you can just swivel around the player. So this is good. We're still not seen. I think at this point of not being seen, our teammates are now responding. We should be like really leaning into the fact that they haven't seen us yet and maybe playing a bit more ratty here. Because like when we hold this angle, all it takes is one person to decide to check this and they're going to see us. Whereas like ideally you want your teammates to deal some damage and draw the attention towards them and then push in. That should be like the way you think about the time to go.
So what they
We don't
think
want to
a
be
1v1 is actually a 2v1 essentially.
exactly like let their attention go elsewhere, and that's when you want to push in. So let's see how you decide to play this here.
Back A.
Yeah, so he saw you pretty early.
I got him.
We got a kill though, which is good, and we got a guy very weak. We're burning though, I think. Oh, he didn't get the disruptor proc. That's good. But with one dead, like we just won neutral basically. So this is the time to be aggressive. We have the advantage. It's now a 4v3 currently, at least for the time being. Once our shields are up, like it's a true 4v3 with, full shields. Yep. This guy's wasting his time with you, which is fine. I think that it's at this point we could have felt a bit more free to like just jump down to bottom B stairs and make a more direct push into C, or even just jump up to trash and start pushing the commando side. Looks like one of us is going trash. Okay, that's good.
All right, me and Paul are moving up down low.
So like I like this push. I generally favor pushes that are more direct and cover a different angle than what my teammates already pushing. Like this is kind of goes with what I said before. It's like a redundant angle. We could have just gone down B stairs. I think you were weak. That's the reason that you chose to go this way, which is fine.
Well,
But
also just to be more impressed by your decision making. So your initial decision making, probably 8 seconds prior to where we are now in the gameplay, you said to try the jump down trash. And just to kind of put it all together for everybody in chat here, if we had jump down trash, we would have seen Bandos going up trash, and then we could have taken that front angle, and we would have had 3 angles covered rather than me and Paul just running down there. So it just goes to show, like, how you making that one little decision would have made the whole push that much better and kind of led up to what you said would have been more favorable in the first place.
yeah. Yeah, honestly, just like you have to, it just goes back to the imagination thing. Like, what angle can I take that my team can't take? Like, everyone's kind of in a unique position when things happen. So you have to think about your unique position. Like, when I see this guy running past me, I'm thinking, okay, we're still in a 4v3. He's going to take the driveway route. That's when I'm going to jump down to go front C and take a more direct route. I might even decide to jump up the C stairs. But at the same time, that guy that died in the kill feed a little while ago, he's about to spawn. So we do have to keep that in the back of our head. If he spawns cafe here and you decide to go up C stairs, you're probably going to get shot in the back. So you just have to be mindful of that as well.
Yeah. All right, me and Paul are moving up down low.
Moving up.
So as played, you did take a unique angle while your teammates focused this way. You knew that this was a threat. So I'm glad that you trained your reticle here. It's actually really smart for you to do so instead of just tunnel visioning and fighting with your teammates back. See, this is kind of an example of trust going a long way. I say all the time that trust is a very important skill in Halo. And sorry, I'll update the count in a second, Nomino. But the fact that you were able to trust them to take this angle meant that you could spend your time focusing on something that was more important, which was to check the angle that we almost certainly knew somebody was going to be an Ivy. So it's really smart of you to keep on that. This, you didn't even need to chow though. Like after he flies out and we miss a shot, you can just hug this wall right here. And once again,
my other teammates were winning the fights too, so they could have turned and finished him rather than me just dying to him. Because again, like you keep saying, he's looking at me. He's not looking at everybody else. So if I live, he's just going to keep staring at me.
Yep, just hug this wall. Trust that he'll drop down. Like, what are his options? He's weak as and your teammates are both, winning their fights. They'll be able to easily pick him off.
Front point, one shot.
All right. Bottom A.
So it's a 1v1 here. I would see like when I hold the back screen, I would just say 1v1. Like letting your teammate know kind of the overall game state is going to help them make better decisions here. I think.
Spawning pink.
So we kind of did that, but it was a little bit late. I don't know if it would have made a difference, but it's just a good habit in general to let your teammates know, like when you're dead, if you hold the back button, you see 2v2 or 1v1, it kind of helps them make their decisions a little bit easier.
So here's a good question leading up to what's about to happen in game. So I just called out and saw that they're spawning pink, and we're obviously spawning kind of arcade PD area. So it's kind of like a race to Spanker and Point at the same time. So what, like from my POV here, what are you looking for in terms of what you want to grab for an angle?
I'm probably going straight to front and bottom A. Because that's just the most direct way to see both the Spanker and the Hill guy. Also, we kind of have to start thinking about just setting up for the A Hill because it's about to move to A if they get the rest of this time. We can still stop this, though. We can contest this. So I would like to see, this is the exact route I would probably take. Yep. Nice. We finished that guy. I don't think we should waste our time finding the ping, especially in this situation. Like, we know they're in the hill, and we had the best angle to apply pressure to the hill guy, and we know they're going to be looking in our direction too because everyone's focused on the rockets here. So, like, it seems like a silly thing, but like this right here, our reticle should be moving to apply pressure to this guy. You can use your words to say where the rockets are. We don't need to ping the rockets here. If we just focus on applying pressure to this guy, then say where the rockets are,
He's dead, bottom.
it's ultimately going to be more effective. So the time that we spent trying to ping it, we got shot by the guy that we should have
Just
been
giving
applying
him
pressure
free
to
damage.
first. Yep. And now we know we're not getting this hill. For the next hill, the one that's A, I actually prefer cafe spawns. If you can control that shoddy lane on the map, and you're spawning cafe, you have an easy entry point to back A. And if you have cafe and back A controlled, like it's very hard for the other team to get any hill time during the hollows hill. So that's what I'm thinking here. Obviously, we want to get this rocket, but somebody on the team needs to be rotating to back A to get some type of control of that area first. So we lost the rocket. So it should be like number one going straight to A here. We shouldn't be wasting any time at all. It should be an instant thing, especially because we have a few in the death screen. We want to make sure we spawn at A here and the other team does not. Because I think we also secured a kill, right? Like one of them is about to spawn, which they'll likely spawn with their surviving teammates in C, but we still want to go A to make sure our teammates are spawning where we want to spawn them to. So we're taking this angle. Your thought is I want to cut them off before they get here, which is good, but I just think with the timing of this situation, just going straight to A to secure the spawns is more important.
Yeah, because we need somebody over there rather than taking fights on the opposite side of the map we actually want to be on, really.
Yeah, and to be honest though, it is a good thing to apply pressure on the opposite side of the map, but it's kind of an order of operations thing. Like if we already had a guy back A, then I actually like this play a lot because you can be sneaky, you can hide around this laundry, you can almost bait around this corner. So if they do push through mid or if they run through ATM, you can start shooting them in the back before they get to your hill guy, which is a really effective way to apply pressure. But we didn't complete the first step in the order of operations, which is to secure the spawns first. But otherwise, this would have been a good play. So now we're backtracking to fight on this side.
Two entires.
All right, we're actually in really favorable position. I would just be stressing to my teammates in this moment, like, stay alive, stay alive. We want to spawn with you. It's a 2v2. Like, they can still, you know, fight this guy. Okay, so the reason we didn't spawn here is because there's still enemies on this side of the map. The game decided that it's not safe for you to spawn there. This is another reason why cafe is a really important position during this hill, because we can expect enemies to be applying pressure in this region. But even if they're applying pressure in this region, if we have a guy at cafe, we're going to spawn in cafe. So it just becomes a very powerful position to control during this hill.
See here. I'm gonna push up B.
Top A.
So it's good that we're like saying what we're doing, but I think from now on, like in this exact situation, taking the longer route and going shoddy side is just ultimately more effective for this specific hill. Because think about it, like when you approach from this side, excuse me, it's kind of predictable. If a guy jumps up heaven here, he can start shooting you before you shoot him a lot of the time. It's really easy for them all to just kind of train their reticles this way from multiple angles, be it like back A, top A, PD, and even the hill guy himself is probably just going to be watching this side. Whereas if we take the long route and we go through like mid and cafe, like a lot of those same angles are not nearly as effective. The guy that's heaven is just going to get melted by anybody that's at cafe. You can hit the G slide and just fly back A. You might pick up the shotgun on your way. It's probably up. We haven't seen it in a while. You can also grab those spike nades that were brought up earlier, like on your way, and you can spike the hill through bottom mid. There's just so many different ways to make this a more effective entry point than this way. If we're going to go this way, we need to at least pit stop and grab the plasma grenades.
He's got shotgun top A.
Which it looks like you're doing. Okay.
Tires looks clear, Bandos, not positive.
No, he's in there. He's in there. He's in there.
Back off. I'm watching.
Okay, this is good though. The way we're fighting for this hill.
Top A.
Really good like tactical plays. That looked like bullshit to me. I think that should have been a trade at least. But or somebody in my chat is upset. I haven't updated my sub gold number. Give me a sec.
Yeah, no problem. Do your thing.
But yeah, that was bullshit. I mean, it's good. It feels like you immediately shrugged it off. You're not complaining about it, which is important. Holy fucking shit. Letty with 16 gifted subs. What are you doing?
Whoa, let's go.
Oh my god.
Alex, do you want to team push shoddy side? Sometimes I see someone flanking and decide to take a traditional route.
Do you want to team push shoddy side? Yeah, I would say that like taking multiple angles like through ATM to front A, like if you go ATM and start shooting the hill guy, that's usually going to draw all the attention to that guy. If while he's drawing their attention, two people around the corner at cafe, it's extremely effective. So I think that sending multiple people that direction is definitely crucial. Okay, now I have to update it again. Thank you, Letty. You're the best. All right.
Tires one bullet.
I mean, honestly, though, the way you guys approached this fight was tactically very sound. Like he's approaching from that angle. We're taking the wide angle. We're grabbing the sticky nades.
Clear bandos, not positive.
When he gets this melee, he correctly moves into your sight line,
He's in there.
which is an important thing to think about. Like, if you weaken somebody, or if you're weak and you expect an enemy to chase you, it's always good to run into your teammate's sight line, because if they chase, you know, obviously your teammate can easily finish the kill. So good on Bandos for his movement here. And he's also keeping the pressure on. He's jumping up, he's getting another angle, he's nading back A.
Back off, I'm watching.
This guy decided to push, so we got an easy kill.
Tires one bullet, tires one bullet.
Kind of a little unlucky that didn't work, but you called him out that he's one bullet.
Still in tires.
No, really good leadership here. Like, a lot of players would be like bitching here, but don't, like, especially in a tournament game, like even 1 second of bitching in this moment could check out your teammates mentally. Like, you do not want to just check your teammates out for no reason. So this is an excellent display of leadership from Cody. To, yes, he just got bullshitted, but he's not even gonna say a fucking word about it because he knows it's not important right now. Like, you can bitch about it after the game or even after the tournament, but in the moment, there's no value in bitching right here. So
yeah,
definitely props. And look at this spawn point. Look how good this spawn point is. This is why we want cafe spawn. We can literally just look and help fight if we have this. Yes, they're there, but the game is still going to let us spawn cafe because the spawn blocking aura radius is not large enough to reach us. So that's why, like, we can still spawn here. I think that off of this spawn point, I like to just go back A and just wrap around and hold this wide angle because I'm expecting enemies to come from B side here. But it's also worth checking to see if the shoddy's up when you spawn here. Just take a quick glance at it. I think we were killed by the shoddy recently, so it's probably still not up, but
huge. All right, I'm here.
we should at least check on it and see what it looks like.
I'm gonna hold cap.
Okay, I'm gonna hold cafe. This is a really good spot to hold. I actually think if we had more people alive right here, pushing all the way up to Ivy in this situation is low-key really good because you're going to keep the other team from spawning Ivy. If you have a guy cafe, you're essentially holding 3 parts of the map and forcing the other team to spawn in one specific spot, which is red. If you can force them to spawn red, like, they're probably just going to funnel through B Street. And from Ivy, you can shoot them in the back of the head while they cross. You can also grab the spike nades and start spiking them while they're trying to cross. And just any move that essentially simplifies the game for your teammates to know they can only be coming from one location is huge. It's just like playing the game on easy mode instead of legendary. Like, if you stay here, they could be spawning Ivy, they could be spawning red, they could be spawning back C. We're not really sure, so we have to, like, be cautious and play for, you know, multiple possibilities of where they decide to push from. But if we're quick with it and we can hit a G slide off of this and fly and then hit another G slide up the stairs, we can be in Ivy and block that spawn before they even respawn. And suddenly they only have one place to come from. Do you see how that's a lot easier on your team if there's just one place they could be?
Yeah, and I feel like taking an angle like that Ivy angle would be in this situation is probably one of the most underrated things to do in Halo altogether, because nobody wants to hold that angle because they all want, you know, they don't want to do the 1-2 shots to soften them up for the people over by hill. They all want the kills. So nobody really wants to run up and hold that angle, but that probably holds a lot of teams back. Like, well, obviously more in ranked, because more in tournaments you're going to be seeing angles like that. But
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an underrated angle. I mean, this map is so small that if you're fast and you can all hit G slides, you can block like several parts of the map at the like very quickly. What before they even come out of death screen? I mean, it's a whole 10 seconds that they're in the death screen after they die. Like you could probably, if you're Shyway, you can G slide to fucking top C and then be in driveway within 10 seconds,
a lot
probably
of us
less.
wish we were Shyway.
But
Ivy
I mean,
is referring
yeah.
to up high C, chat.
Yeah, like basically the walkway up to the stalker rifle, that like right side of C is Ivy.
All right, that's one dead. We got good position.
So here, I like that we're checking our angles. Like the thing is, like the more our positioning isn't great here. I think that Cool Man needs to be willing to spread out more. This is something I see in lower ELOs where we kind of have a condensed setup around the hill where it's like it's going to be more beneficial to kind of spread out. Somebody needs to go like top heaven and watch the deep angles at B. You could even push out B and force the other team to spawn C, and then that way they only have 2 angles to go, is through shoddy or bottom mid. But we don't need to like babysit the hill as much as I see a lot of people do in lower ELOs. You can be willing to like push out an entire lane on the map, because if you control 1 or 2 of the lanes, you're limiting how many lanes the other team can come from. Right now, we're not really controlling any lanes very aggressively. So the other team can choose all 3 lanes, which means we're facing a harder challenge here. We don't really know where to expect them to come from.
Yeah, we're very much not looking at anything. We're getting no info. We're getting no damage. We're kind of just sitting back and waiting for something to happen, which isn't really, because then we'll be reacting to whatever their push is. And if they make one good coordinated push, they're just going to fold us over.
Yep. Yeah. So
Tires one shot.
They just spawned. Watch
we
it.
identified that at least one guy is tires. And it sounds like, I think you had an audio cue. It sounds like somebody was shooting from like pretty close to us.
Flanking from P Street.
On B stairs.
You said, okay, yeah, flanking from P Street.
He backed up benches.
Okay, we got a pick here, which is huge. I don't know why we're not getting hill time. We haven't gotten much hill time at all here. But like, this is actually okay to be aggressive to kill the other pushers here, or taking a new angle. We actually have 2 dead here.
Pushing pink. Oh my god, we're still not getting hill time.
We got better.
Yeah, this is a lot of time that we spent in like advantageous position without getting hill time.
There you go. Fight from hill. Mid.
I actually like the way you're playing around here.
I just spawned over here. I'm gonna look at plan.
One weak ATMs, one shot ATMs.
ATM. 2 ATM.
We're still playing really condensed though.
He's bottom A weak.
One shot
Bottom
benches.
A weak.
Bottom eight's dead.
Nice.
MPD. Sweet.
You're playing basically a pivot point where you're responding and reacting to the side that is being aggressed in the moment, which is good. Being able to play a pivot point like this is very important in these objective game types, because somebody on the team is going to have to probably watch more than one angle at the same time. So you have to be able to be mindful of like multiple places to be pushed from. Now, this would have been a lot more effective if our team had better angles. Like if we had the heaven control, like I said before, if we were even like back A, like somebody was just not in this hill the whole time. And if we had pushed all the way to Ivy before, then like these guys wouldn't have gotten as far as they did for free. We would have at least applied pressure to them before they got here.
Rockets up
As
the
we're
side.
dying though, as the last guy,
Play for us.
yeah, you kind of just have to
Hold
take
on,
the piv.
One shot.
Trying to see where all this broke down though. Let me watch this again.
Now Cody behind you. He's bottom A weak.
Like low key, I mean, this shoddy is up first of all. I don't think we're even aware of that in the moment. But also like we can just jump and like chase this guy. Like I'm totally cool. Like we have a shield advantage. This guy's one shot. I'm totally fine with jumping here and just like making sure this guy dies so we don't have to worry about him anymore. And then coming back and fighting, you know, on the way back. That's totally fine too.
Weak.
One shot
Bottom
benches.
A weak.
Bottom eight's dead.
Like if we chased that guy and killed him, we could probably come back and kill this next guy. This guy would probably, obviously you were called out. That's why he's G sliding towards you. But if you just like went after and killed that guy, like this guy's G sliding into nothing for no reason while he's one shot, your teammates will probably kill him, or you just come back and kill him on your way back. And that way we would secure a second kill in the moment. I think we were a little bit too defensive here.
Yep.
Sweet.
And piv just refers to pivot.
Another
So
one in
kind of
PD.
an area where you
Rockets
can
up the 5.
either help your team, take a 1v1, just kind of going to where you're needed.
Well, let me correct you there. So PIV, the like slang term that people use a lot, a PIV is like winning a 1v1. It stands for like a little fight,
Okay.
like a fight that had a lot of importance. But I'm talking about like holding a pivot point, which is just like, yeah, taking multiple angles at the same time. You're like watching, you're able to move and respond to pressure from multiple angles at the same time,
Yeah.
basically. But yeah, the cool kids like to say I pived him or whatever. I don't know. It's just one of those weird slang things for Halo kids right now.
There we go. We're all learning things today, chat. Write that one down.
Yes. No, people ask that a lot. If you're not hip to the gamer lingo.
Enemy team took the hill.
One's arcade.
Nice. Okay, so this is a good example of another concept that's important. If you and one guy are the only players alive at the time, like both of our teammates are dead, you should always play close to your surviving teammate, because you know the only way you're going to win this uphill battle, like I think it's currently a 2v3, is if you guys work together and secure a kill. If you guys go off and do separate things, like one of you is going to fight a 1v1 and the other is going to fight a 2v1, and neither of you are going to come out ahead most of the time. So it's always good to work together with that surviving teammate. So well play shots there as well. Kind of predicted him to reach shell off the side. I really like Paul's decision here to go pink off the start. We already have these angles, so it'd be redundant for them to like go up this with you. Like you guys are already working this together pretty well. We do have an advantage right now. Now that we've come off spawn, we're now in the advantageous position. We did secure a kill. So this is a good time to be aggressive from multiple angles to get control of the hillside. I think you can take a more aggressive approach right here. We don't need to be sitting all the way back in this. You can be like walking this way, because even if there's a guy like hiding here that starts shooting you, you can always back up into your teammate's sight line like we talked about before.
Shots in top A. He backed off.
Now we're like in a huge advantageous position. This is where I would be saying, let's go right now, because there's one dead and one is like half shields or one shot. Like it's basically a 4v 2.5. So we can be aggressive. We also have perfect line, like a perfect line push across the map.
Yeah, we're eating
if you
up
watch,
every angle.
yeah, like we literally have every angle. No matter who the enemy decides to look at, like somebody's going to shoot them in the side of the head. So we can be super aggressive right here.
Challenge this, PD.
Caution.
Perfect.
Caution's dead.
This guy somehow has a shotty behind us.
Couldn't trade it. One shot. The
So
breakdown.
somebody was missing an angle along the way here.
Top A. He backed off. Challenge this, PD.
So I think the guy that's coming up behind us.
Steps, yeah, because Bandos thrusts away. Because I think
Yeah.
Bandos took a shot right as I went to Chow caution there.
One shot, tires.
I mean, this is another example of not picking up that shotgun earlier, coming to bite us in the ass too. Is this guy? I think he grabbed the shotgun and he just made a long flank play on you guys, which is a heads up play on his part. I'll give him that. But we have to be, kind of aware of that, and also use that play to our advantage in the future too.
Alright, boys, we got one shot to break this. One shot to break this. Focus Pink Street, Brent. I'm moving up Pink Street with you here.
This is good.
Be real, be real.
So when we're making this cross and there's a guy B-rail, I think it is a guy that just walks up driveway and applies pressure to the B-rail guy. So I think if I'm this guy, I'll say to one of my teammates, like, somebody push B-rail, because I want that guy to be distracted while I make this cross. And if I can successfully cross the cafe, I might be able to kill the hill guy and we can still secure the hill. So super important to kind of like direct your teammates what to do that's going to make your play a lot easier. In this case, somebody needs to be applying pressure to that B-rail guy.
Yeah. One pink.
I got two over here.
Like, you called it out, but being even more direct with it is effective. It kind of can be the difference between someone having enough confidence to like make the push or not. Like, yo, somebody pushed B-rail, they're staring at me or whatever.
I backed them down. 2 and B.
Okay, somebody backed him down. I like the spike back A,
One's pizza, one shot.
just in case somebody happens to be there.
Stairs, turn around.
Timing wasn't exactly there, and we want C control during this hill, because from inside C you can see the entire hill. Oh, I'm sorry, not for this hill. For this hill, having like PD. I mean, honestly, that setup I talked about before, where you're in Ivy, Cafe, and Heaven, like those 3 points, and forcing the other team to spawn in red, is probably the most effective setup for this hill. But spawn point wise, like spawning either Ivy or PD is fine. I think Ivy's probably best though.
C.
Last one, last one.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna poke
Unfortunate.
kill.
They get a good spawn there, or did they wrap?
We weren't blocking anything, so they just got it pretty much.
Spawn there. Top A.
Top A.
C stairs.
Top A,
Yeah,
thank
top
you.
C.
Alright, C stairs.
So here we need to be securing the perimeter of the map before we even try to kill the hill guy. Especially now that we're a man down, like we should be working to clear a side. We need to make a decision. If we go this way, we're just going to get shot probably from multiple angles. We need to clear one perimeter of the map so that we at least know we're not going to get shot in the back from somewhere. So I think your job here is actually to try to clear C.
Top C, C stairs.
We need to do it like aggressively. Yeah, the way the Bandos is perfect.
Top C.
Wait for you guys.
This is good. You could even say he's looking at me just to like give him a little more confidence to push here. That'd be
so
cool
he
to
knows
add.
it's a good time to chow it.
Alright,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
You guys did good to work together on that.
Right by Shotty. You're by yourself, right? Or Paul.
We're running out of time for this hill. If we're gonna fight for it, we better
Next hill right here.
go for it. Yep.
Or mid. Rockets, rockets.
Rocket soon. Yep.
Spanker inbound.
So believe it or not, standing all the way up here, I mean, I think we have a teammate back C, but if this guy wasn't here, they can actually still spawn in C because like the radius of your spawn blocking when you're out here does not reach the spawn points in the back of C. So it's actually possible if you're pushed too far up in this case for them to still spawn in C. We just have to be mindful of that. So I think I would have actually just gone to the back to guarantee they don't spawn here. And also from the bottom side, you have pretty clear angles of rockets and you have a good escape route if you get pressured as well.
One shot to your left, Bandos ATM.
Front A1, nice.
This is good too. Just have to be mindful how exposed we are. So I like that you back down because you
One rocket.
don't want to stay exposed there.
One on
Can't grab rockets.
Oh my god, I can't let him kill me there.
Here, last one, here, last
You're right. You can't let him kill you there. But yeah, controlling like the back of C there it was pretty crucial. I mean, we had to be aggressive though. With this kind of just like a bad situation. Watch this back here.
Nice.
Well, I mean,
Just
when
screw
I
that.
die there too, if I don't push out those extra 2 steps, I can just duck back in and hopefully regen. It was kind of another overchow, really.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, right here, I'm just hitting the G slide off of the plant right here and going back C and then reapproaching from a new angle. It's like you probably got called out C balk, so they're
all
going to be
staring
training
at
their.
it.
Yeah, they're going to stare C balk and Ivy stairs. But if you re-enter the fight, like you could even re-enter the fight before your shields come back if you're coming from an unexpected angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just have to be a bit more careful about it.
Drop
One
rockets and
rocket.
bench. There's one on
Can't grab rockets.
Oh my god, I can't let him kill me there. Yeah, that was the instant regret of chowing to that extent because now he
Yep.
knows we have one back there, so and he has bulldog, so he's gonna take that fight every day.
Yep. And our team, their team is now going to get the favorable spawns in C, and we're probably going to spawn like PD here. And it's going to just a bit harder. Okay.
C-Belk. Okay, you guys.
Oh no.
Yes, me and Brent bring this up all the time. A truly
Yeah.
memorable moment right here, chat.
Yeah. That's
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh no.
You could see the look on my face. The instant we're checked, man. We're starting to get checked. And I told you this happened this game because now it's 1-3. We're not necessarily out of it score-wise or anything yet, but man, oh man.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's pretend the scores are reversed, just so we can talk about it. Is if you're up by 2 in Hill, and there's less than 2 minutes on the clock, you should almost always just play for time. Like, don't even get in the Hill, because the more time that runs out on the clock, the harder it is for the other team to come back. And like this kind of sealed your fate, honestly. This was unfortunate, but yeah, the team stick and then everyone dying, like that kind of sealed the deal if the other team was going to play the clock for you guys, because they can just spawn manipulate, force you to spawn somewhere, apply pressure to you. Like a good team is just going to limit your options always in this situation. But we need to think about the reverse too. If we're the team that's up 3-1 in this situation, how do we want to play it? Like, where do we want them to spawn? How are we going to apply maximum pressure so that they have to basically desperate for hill time? But yeah, this
Oh my goodness.
this was quite unfortunate the way it happened.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I went to throw a top C and you jumped in front.
The other team is opting to just get hill time, which is fine too. But I think during this specific hill, like, it's so hard to get time if you're watching it correctly that they can literally just ice you guys out for time on this in this situation.
Tires jumped down.
The fact that they're in the hill would actually give me more confidence in your position, because I'm like, yo, they're giving us a chance to come back.
Yeah, and
like
it stops the clock, so it saves us maximum time.
Exactly. So I'd be like, yo, they're idiots. Like, we can still win this. Like, I would use this as like a point here for sure.
Drop down.
I could hear in the comms though, front C.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
it's hard to like not feel that way in the moment. Like, obviously we're in a very difficult situation, but if you can be the guy on the team that like steps up and provides positive energy in this moment, like, you can make some pretty fucking miraculous comebacks. Like, I've seen some crazy stuff happen in this game. So it's always possible. If you guys got a fresh 3 or 4 dead here, like, you can literally come back and win. So you get 3 dead and then someone goes and blocks C, and then everyone's like in good positions to kill PD spawners. Like, you have a guy Cafe, you have a guy B Rail. Like, you can literally, spawn kill them again if you're controlling everything properly.
Plants.
Benches.
Plants is weak. One. Coffin's dead.
Yeah, my tires.
Yeah,
One's
ATM.
cafe.
ATM.
Yeah, see, the way they played that was really well. They just kind of knew you guys were going to spawn here. I guarantee you they sent a guy in C to block that spawn so that you wouldn't spawn there. And then after, they kind of let you spawn and then kind of collapse on you afterwards. That's the ideal way to play that situation.
Front A. Yeah, and just real quick, James T, I do not know why Streamlabs removed that chat. You did not say anything wrong. I apologize, though. That was the chat bot, not me.
What got him timed out?
All he said was, I notice in times like this, if you clutch it up and get 3 down, the other team tends to choke. I don't know if choke is on Streamlabs' like ban list or something, but that chat was perfectly fine, James.
Sometimes those chatbots are OD.
No, seriously, it's crazy. I think I have it set to like loose too, which is weird.
Stairs.
I'm gonna try to get up top C here and give you guys some cross shots.
Yeah, the other team kind of knew you were spawning here because they let you spawn A, then they collapse on you that side, and then they let you spawn collapsing back on you on this side. So honestly, they're doing a good job of manipulating spawns and responding to them, but it's also easiest to do on this map because there's so few spawn points. Like, if you're intelligent, you can literally choose where the other team spawns if you get 4 dead. So
C stabs like dunked on. Top C, one shot. He's on the plant. Top C.
did a lot of damage to this guy. It's really hard to win the fight against a thrust guy 1v1. So I might have played a bit more safe. Maybe like hug this wall and force him to chase you, kind of thing. Maybe run into a teammate's sightline. The way that we just like isolated this 1v1 fight gave us a very small chance of coming out ahead.
Cross shots.
I think that like right here, we can literally just start strafing to the right and force this guy to chase us, because right now we're not in great position to get help from teammates. I think somebody was shooting from B rail, but
Top C, one shot. He's on the plant. Top C.
it feels like everyone's kind of checked out right here anyways. It's like the way the comms sound, it's like there's no chance to win.
Yeah. Still one C over there.
It's not as much that we're going to be able to get coaching wise out of a team that's checked.
No, exactly. But that's a big, also a big point that not only me, but everybody in chat can learn from. Like Eli said, on that middle hill when they were on it, instead of just playing time, that could literally be that split-second confidence boost where it's like, okay, maybe we have a shot here, and then you got to ramp it right back up. Like, because that grenade on Brent was unfortunate, but the timing of them getting on the hill was like the perfect kind of unique opportunity to kind of flip the game around, and we didn't really take it as that. We chose to just kind of, you know, go into murmur, you know, delayed
Yeah.
calls, and then that. And when you do that, that's just like your percent chance to win, even without any gameplay, just goes down so far. And
Yeah.
that's probably one of the most important turning points of this gameplay. And I knew this one was going to be a good one to review for partially that reason. But yeah, just very important to not just how you're calming, but the overall, I don't even know what you'd call it, maybe motivation to keep like playing
Yeah.
good team play. Because in Halo, it's so easy to turn off the switch and stop playing around your team, making the smart play, and then you've already lost at that point.
100%. Yeah. This game was literally designed to be down to the wire for crazy comebacks to be possible. Like every single way that overtime is designed, every single way that the spawn system is designed, it's literally designed for the most exciting gameplay for spectators to watch. I don't know if you guys were watching like the finals at the last HCS tournament in Charlotte, but like every game came down to the wire, and the game is literally designed that way. So like use that as kind of a way to understand, like, no matter how far down you are, it's possible to come back because the game wants you to come back. Like it's kind of built into the spawn system too, that it gives you more favorable spawns when you're behind. If your flag is missing from your base, you're more likely to spawn outside of your base because it wants to give you a chance to get that flag return for the more exciting moment. Like the second your flag gets pulled, even if there's nobody in the base anymore, you're now able to spawn at the 50-yard line on Aquarius. You could spawn car 2 by the shocks. You could spawn all the way P1. Like, just think about that. Like, the game is trying to help you come back, so use that to motivate you to try to come back. So
And just to
another
take
way to
that
think about it.
one step further, momentum is a huge thing in this game. And the perfect example is a 4v3 push. If you're pushing with 4, you could have all of the momentum in the world, and the faster you can get that one down, it just becomes easier and easier and easier to, I don't know, rack up score, holding the oddball and things like that. So even if you get checked or something, it is as simple as getting that one little kill and just flipping the momentum around. Even again in CTF, even that first cap can check some teams out, because on maps like Argyle, where it's very hard to go up multiple caps, just that first cap can be a big momentum boost. It's just what you do and how you maneuver that momentum and play around that.
100%. Yep. Yeah, this game is extremely momentum based. I mean, if you get a couple of kills, you get items, grenades, like, I mean, it's just that much easier to get more kills. If you know the spawn system, you can control and manipulate where they spawn. It's even easier to get even more kills. I mean, this game is such a snowball game that our team G1, the pro team, we've beaten like multiple pro teams 250-0 in strongholds because we just got an early lead and never gave it up, because we just like, okay, we're just going to literally control everything and deny any possibility for you to come back in this game. And it's beautiful to watch when it's executed properly.
You got to pour it on. You can't open the door.
Yeah, what up, Phil? Good to see you stopping by.
Yeah, tires. There's 2.
I'm sorry, it's just funny to me to hear the checked comms. Yeah, tires. There's 2. Like,
no, definitely, and that's like exactly what happens. And I mean, I'm sure everybody in chat can relate that at some point playing. I don't care if it's ranked or if you do tourneys or whatever. Like, that mindset is the most. It's like one of the worst things you can have in Halo. I would take somebody with like really good energy, comms, and things like that, and mediocre aim over the most cracked player that's going to be like, I don't want to say toxic, but down on the team and not like locked in and things like that, if that makes any sense.
No, I 100% agree. I'm literally, my next YouTube video I'm making is going to be like basically what it means to be a good IGL, and it's going to, you know, touch on vibes on the team squad and how it impacts your teammates' vibe. Like, if you're the guy that's uplifting, it literally changes your brain state. Like, I studied psychology in college. Obviously, I'm doing a lot with it, but like, you know, the way the brain function actually, the way the brain functions actually changes based on mood and energy and tone. Like, all these things can affect your teammates' ability to make good decisions in the moment. So definitely think about the value in being a positive leader. And also think about how little value there is in being a total dick in matchmaking and telling your teammates they suck. Like you're literally just increasing the odds of losing. So let that also be a lesson to not be a dick.
And one more little nugget off of that, and something you could definitely add into that video here is a lot of you in chat may not follow the top level of esports or things like that, but when you have a bunch of teams that are all playing at, per se, a similar level, you know, they have the best aim, the best game knowledge, the best, I don't know, map rotations, what have you, it becomes, there's certain very tiny things that can give you an upper hand on a team. And what Eli just explained is one of those things. A team that understands the mental effect, the comms, and how to kind of gel with your team instantly gets an upper hand on a team that does not care or thinks that's all mumbo jumbo or what have you. So even though to like some people who don't follow like the upper level, that whole concept carries over throughout every skill level in the game. So it's very important to not be per se that guy in matchmaking or that guy on a team, because no matter what environment you're in, you're not helping your team if you're like that.
I mean, that honestly, like we're talking about Halo, but that shit goes for real life too. Like,
Oh,
even at your-
1000%.
Yeah, like your job. Like, if there's some guy that's a Debbie Downer, like nobody wants to fucking be there anymore. Whereas, like, if you could be the bright light at your job, that's like happy and positive, like that goes so far.
No, exactly.
No matter what part of life you're in. So we went on a bit of a tangent, but it's all relatable to Halo at the end of the day. So I'm glad we went on it. That could be a video in its own, honestly. But cool, man. I think this was a great video to watch. We got to touch on a ton of concepts. King of the Hill is such a strategic game type that you really have to, like, every single hill has its own like micro strategy within the overarching game. So I'm glad we got to look at hill to talk about, okay, what's our goal for this hill? What's our goal for that hill? And we got to see a ton of different scenarios. So thank you for choosing this game. This was a perfect game for that.
No, yeah, of course. And any other wrap-up points you want to do on the gameplay specifically, or would this typically be where you kind of end the session and things like that? Like, again, because I'm trying to use this for people who kind of don't know what to expect from getting esports coaching and things like that. So if you want to kind of just talk on that for a bit.
Yeah, sure. So the way I like to structure my lessons, I mean, every coach is a little different, I think, but usually when I start the session, I ask them, like, are there any particular maps or modes that you're like less comfortable on? So like some people are not as comfortable in Oddball. Some people feel like they don't know what the hell's going on Argyle, and you're not alone in that respect. A lot of people don't know what the hell's going on Argyle. But I try to get a sense of like where they sense their own weak point is, and then I'll go off of that and make sure I focus on their own personal needs. And then over the course of watching them play, I usually try to get a sense of like what is that person's biggest like pain points in their gameplay, and then I try to hyper focus on that. Sometimes it takes more than one video. My sessions are typically 90 minutes, so we usually get to watch 2, sometimes 3 games. Some people I feel like just need more help with like communication or direction. So maybe we'll even play some games together, and I can try to like talk through scenarios in the moment. It kind of all depends on the student and their needs. So coaching can take a lot of different shapes. This I just wanted to help you because I mean I really love what you're doing on YouTube. I think your stream is like the positive energy that we need in the Halo community. So I wanted to just do this with you and, you know, give your community a few nuggets of wisdom that maybe helps them be better players as well. So I think for you personally, if I was going to give you like something to work on, I would think that the segment where I talked about your imagination and imagining the blind spots on the map, I think you could benefit greatly from that, because there's a lot of times during this gameplay that we got kind of over focused on taking a similar sightline to our teammate when it would have been more beneficial to just take an alternative route and get eyes on a whole nother segment of the map. And I think that if you start incorporating that into your game, you're going to find that the game just becomes a lot easier in general, because you're going to know where people are more often than not, and you're going to start thinking about spawns a bit more deeply and just kind of like control the game so it's easier to control than it had been before. So would be my personal advice for you.
And that was actually going to be one of my biggest takeaways from today. Because again, chat, this is definitely me 110% learning. I'm not just going through this so that you guys can watch it. is definitely filling the angles. Because like I said, my biggest struggle is it sounds weird to say, but getting kills. Like, I'm not always in a position where I can put in meaningful damage and clean up things that my team is doing. So I'm trying to play around my teammates better, and definitely what I've learned today is that doesn't always necessarily mean running hand in hand with them. A lot of times that means seeing the situation from a bigger perspective and then taking those angles where it might feel like you're looking at like a weird area, but you're covering a blind spot and you're in a better area to essentially help your team put in damage and things like that. Um,
Yeah, taking a complementary angle to your teammate's sight line instead of the same exact sight line is always going to be more effective, because if you're the enemy in that position, when you enter that angle that can be seen by two sight lines, you have to choose which way to look, and whichever option you choose is the wrong option because somebody's going to shoot you. So that's why it's so effective. Um, so yeah, definitely a big takeaway. And Brad in my chat says something good too. Don't overthink and have fun. I think he's onto something there too. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all playing this game to have fun. I think that there's immense value and dopamine that you can get out of learning a skill at a higher level. So like the whole learning aspect, just doing it for the sake of doing it is going to get you a lot further than, doing it because you want to be the best player in the world. Like, we're still out here to have fun. We all can't be Lucid and Frosty. Let's be honest with ourselves, but we can always be a better teammate and make a more fun environment for our friends to play with us, and more fun environment for ourselves to play too. So,
so
definitely some important
whoever
things.
just said that in your chat, a very important point there, because where I get some days on stream, be it I'm tired, I'm hungry, I don't know, whatever. I'm very passionate about this game. I love playing this game, and I very much want to play better. Whether that means top level, Onyx 1700, I don't know. But I'm very passionate about getting better. But many streams, that will trickle over into I am getting straight up angry and frustrated that
Yeah.
that I feel like I'm playing bad. I feel like I'm not progressing. And just, you have to remember, it's a video game. Essentially, at the end of the day, we are playing it to have fun. It is a game. So that has to be remembered first before you can take those steps and be in the right mindset to truly improve and truly get better.
Mm-hmm.
And
No, couldn't
Eli,
agree more.
I was gonna say, I do want to say thank you so much for all of this, man. Like, again, as I just said, I've been getting quite tilted, struggling, trying to take the next step. So to be able to pick someone's brain like yours, I was saying it before we even got started here. You're very knowledgeable and also very clearly helpful to the community. So to have somebody like you take the time to do this for me, I appreciate it more than I can accurately put into words.
Hey man, no problem. It was a pleasure to be on the stream and kick back. And I mean, honestly, this kind of stuff is just like fun for me to talk about, and we get philosophical. I think you and I think similarly about a lot of things, about like positivity and stuff. So that part of it just makes me feel good to talk about, honestly. So it was a pleasure.
And please take this as your opportunity. Plug away. I've got your Twitter open here. I will drop the Metafy link in chat. If you want to tell people what they'll get if they click that link and what to expect. I don't know if you want to go over pricing. Kind of just let anybody know that could be considering coaching. Basically what to expect from it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of went over what to expect, but I mean, if you're interested to get one-on-one coaching, there's always a ton of value in somebody looking at your own gameplay and walking through things the way that I just did with Cody. I am trying to release a lot more free content too, like on my Twitter and YouTube and stuff. So if you can't afford it, I totally understand. I've had really down bad times in my life, so I totally understand that. If you just want to reach out to me directly and ask me stuff, that's cool too. I am pretty busy, but if you really want the one-on-one session, the Metafy sessions right now are listed at $45 for 90 minutes. We usually get through at least 3 or 4 games. I do have a habit of going to 2 hours because I get really passionate about something. So, I'll usually try to make sure you get your money's worth. And if you buy a ton of sessions, I think I have a deal right now where if you buy 6 or more sessions, it's like 25% off. So you can kind of treat it like a training program essentially, where you can book them, like space them out every other week, so we can like focus on one thing to work on, and then during the next session focus on the next thing to work on. So I think that's a good way to learn too. It's kind of like little check-ins, like, okay, how am I doing on this that we talked about? what's the next thing to take me to the next step. I think there's a lot of value in learning that way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully Cody will have my link, or I'll send you the link if you need it. But
Yep, I pinned it in chat for you, and then I will say, chat, I've seen a lot of raving reviews about Eli, and obviously the point of this was basically to show you guys he knows what he's talking about, and I was very pleased with the experience. So we will have a video coming out on this whole experience, what I thought of it, and, well, how I recommend it to you guys. So, yeah, I think that about
Awesome.
wraps it up.
Perfect, man. Thank you so much for having me on, Cody, and hit me up sometime. I'm totally down to get some games in as well.
No, of course, I'd love that a lot, man. I've been enjoying your live streams quite often, so keep doing that, and then obviously we will be in touch, my friend.
Sounds good, man. Thanks again. You have a good day. Goodbye, chat.
Thank
Take
you,
it
brother.
easy.
You as well. Much love.
All right, later.
All right, chat. That was, I don't even know where to start. That was a really fantastic experience, man. Shout out to Eli again, Eli the Ninja, for even doing that. Really great experience. And one thing I want to say about Eli is I haven't had a ton of interaction with him. I mean, I followed him on Twitter for quite some time, but I've only recently started watching his streams. You guys may have seen him in chat a couple times. I'm very real with you guys here on the channel, and I would never want to expose you guys to something that I would not want to expose myself to. And I very much like Eli. I love how he handles. Again, he said we're very similar in terms of the mental behind the game, and I wanted to bring him on because I like his vibes and everything. Because I'm going to be upfront with you guys. He offered this to me, I think probably a month and a half ago. I don't want to say I turned it down, but I wasn't really ready for it then. Now, gameplay and personal-wise, I felt like I was ready. And knowing how good of a person he is in the Halo community, I wanted to bring him over to you guys. So, again, like, I've kind of talked on my kind of collab situation. I'm not always digging for a collab with like everybody because I'm very much trying to work on and perfect my own craft. But I felt like this was the perfect kind of situation. Again, I want to bring Eli on the channel, and shout out to him for willing to do this because I felt like I took away a lot of valuable things, and it helps me a lot as a player. And I'm here to help you guys, and I wanted to give you guys a situation where you can kind of not only get some free coaching and tips from him picking apart my gameplay, but also see what to expect if you want to do a coaching session like that. Because obviously I don't offer coaching sessions like that. I'm by no means a pro, and I would not want to charge you guys for information that I feel like I can't give you top tier of. But Eli has been there. He literally does that. He is him there. And, so yeah, I just felt like this was the perfect opportunity to do something like this. And it was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So if you guys have any questions or anything that you want to bring up for me on the whole experience or my thoughts in general, now's the time. It's read chat and chill time. Maybe if you guys want to run some games, we'll load up some ranked here. Let me know what you guys want to do. And we do have Eli right here in the chat. Much love, brother. I'm sure you just heard the entire rant, so there's not really anything else I have to say. But again, thank you, Eli, for this whole experience, because it not only helps me, but it definitely, I'm confident a lot of the members of the community, either in chat now or that are going to watch the VOD later, are very much going to enjoy the experience. So, but again, thank you everybody for watching. If by some chance you're new to the channel and this is your first time finding me, please hit that subscribe button. We upload literally every day. We stream Halo 5 days a week. And again, we're very passionate about getting better. So feel free to hit that sub button. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Come on, baby. We got 61 likes. What we doing? What we doing, guys? Hit that thumbs up button. And yeah. No games today? You're ending? No, I'm down to run some games, bro. You know what? I'll tell you what, Alex. I'll open up Halo as we speak. Let me make sure I have all of my captures correct. All right, because it lags less if you cap with the game cap. All right, we'll load up some Halo while I read some chats here. No problem. It was a pleasure. Much love, Eli. Bless you, Cody and Eli. Much love, Masked Up. Danny, that was awesome to hear y'all's perspectives. Love to see it. The collab with the community didn't know they needed. Nah, I'm just playing. Look at that. We even got the bots coming in chat. Great. Thank you, Dino, for jumping on that. There's so much to this game. Once you're committed to get better. No, seriously, and that's the hardest part, man, is that's why I've been getting so frustrated, because as I said, I'm very passionate about getting better at the game, and when you're practicing and VOD reviewing and doing all of this stuff day in and day out, and then it feels like you're losing, getting worse, not playing well, dude, that is so wearing on the mental, man, and I'm just... Man, oh man, I'm just so committed to getting better. And like I said, I think this was a good time to jump in and do this. And let's just jump in the solo queue blender so we can really bring the vibes down. But I'll run a couple of games. I have a text from the GF. Hold on, let me text her back. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, sadly I can't stream all night, but we will run some solos. But again, thank you everybody popping in, chatting. It was a lot of fun here. Cody instantly goes Diamond 5 today. Won't happen. Onyx is on the way now, bro. I need to chill and stay in that good mindset and things like that, because I get a little crazy some days, man, and then I just kind of... It's amazing how easy it is to completely forget everything you've learned when you're in the wrong mindset. It's funny. Cody, my man, please do another session. Focus on Slayer. You're vocal about not liking Slayer. In my opinion, Slayer basically made Halo what it is today. Get better at Slayer equals Halo player. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I do just feel like there's always a lot more to learn from objective-based game modes, because there's so much more going on, and if you can learn the proper angles and pushes and how to hold things in the objective-based game modes, you can easily transition all of that into Slayer. So I feel like watching a Slayer kind of, in a way, bottlenecks some of the learning opportunities, but that's just how I see it. I'd be perfectly down to review a lot more Slayer. I'm not sure how many more of the coaching session opportunities are going to come along. I'd love to do more in the future for you guys, but it's definitely not, it's not going to be like an every week thing or something like that. I just want to see you get Onyx. You and I both, Yoke. You and I both, man. Nah, we're getting more serious now than we probably ever have about the ranked grind, but ranked right now, dude, I've got a video coming out later tonight titled Halo Infinite Ranked is a Nightmare, so you'll be able to get a pretty good idea on my thoughts of the current ranked environment. Not because of just the system itself, but
Capture the flag.
Bum bum bum. All right, let's get it, baby. Hi, Memes. What's going on, man? Welcome in. Zane, brother, with the positive vibes. Appreciate you, brother. Love you. Love you all, guys. You guys are amazing. Just remember, do your 25%. That was probably one of the biggest, like, newspaper headline quotes that we all need to put in. And again, guys, I'm basically ice cold now, even though we did some Octi earlier.
Double kill.
And here I was thinking we were doomed. They held our flag. Not good.
Oh my God, we're pooping on these kids. We're poo-pooing.
Good old-fashioned takedown. Our team took the enemy flag.
Oh no, I didn't get back far early enough. Ice cold kills. Did your 50%? Let's go. Plasma grenade betrayal was epic. Bro, we need to make that a short. It's funny though, because me and Brent were... Did my game just crash? The game crashed. The game crashed. No. No, I love showing you guys the box. The Halo Infinite is not responding. No. Oops. No, bro. Come on. Where's Alex? Is Alex still in the chat? Alex, maybe we should have ended stream there, man. Dude, I felt so good that game. The confidence was at an all-time high. Oh. No, the minus 15. The minus 15 is going to be real, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Oh, no. Well, let's get back into it, I suppose. We're sending it again. Soloing the 1800 Onyx right now is so much harder than when I hit 2K on it. No, legit. I agree with that. I'm really angry for you. I appreciate that, man. It's just a long spawn. Bro, I was sitting there, like, listening, and I'm like, it's got to be close to spawn time. And then I looked at the screen. It was frozen. It was literally frozen. Easy game equals instant crash. This is the way. This is how the game keeps me at 500. They were controlling spawn by crashing you out of it. Dude, I was feeling myself, man. I was feeling myself. Clip it.
Capture the flag.
We can definitely go back and clip that. Let me put it in my notes so I remember to go back and get it. Unless somebody can clip that whole sequence. I don't know how they don't have a rejoin option yet, dude. I don't know how. It's crazy.
Keep those hands steady,
Go
Spartan.
right for snipe. I don't know what was the point of picking up bandit was.
Enemy there.
Should get that. No, what? The snipes are ice cold today, boys.
In my sights.
Wow, I didn't think he was gonna have me there, but I guess so.
Take cover.
They've taken our flag. The enemy carrier has repeated
Feels like I'm dying so fast, dude. Was the skybox always that red? What the heck? I don't know. Am I tweaking?
My sights. Enemy flag returned. Eyes up.
Cut him up good. Power items incoming.
Oh my god, he got the double melee. Disgusting. No, I don't believe I have ray tracing on.
Our team took the enemy flag.
What the heck? So somebody told me the mantle's actually broken on Forge maps, and now I'm beginning to think that's true. I've made that jump 100 times. This game hates me, man. This game literally hates me.
They have our flag. Not good.
Enemy flag returned.
This is terrible, bro. Dude, that happened going the other way a couple weeks ago. I have to piv harder. Facts. I wonder if you can still see snipe down there. No, you can't. All right, I need to lock in and play better here.
Hostiles down and not getting up. I see him. The enemy's carrier.
Oh my goodness.
Enemy
Not a
captured
single
your
footstep,
flag.
brother. You know, just love the fact that they have a stream to look forward to every day. It's great, man. Hey, much love, bro. Not quite every day, but 5 days a week for sure. If we ever take it full time, baby, every day, no doubt. Maybe not Sunday, but almost every day. Oh, man. Doing the Prophet's work. We just got to think positively, bro. I mean, it definitely helps. Where's the open mic we got a couple days ago? Honestly, it might be open. If my mic's open, I'm just reading chat in your guys' ears. I apologize.
Power items inbound.
But I mean, nobody's talking anyways, so if it is open.
Power items available.
Perfect.
Okay, he got it.
Our team took the enemy flag.
Oh, dude, the grenade. That's unfortunate. I should dub my subs Prophets. I don't know about that.
They've taken our flag. Enemy flag carrier revealed. Way to paint a target on our back, Martin.
Damn, dude. Dying instantly this lobby. Holy F.
Enemy flag returned. Flag returned.
Ah, you are an artiste with that gun, Spartan.
Oh my god. Camo flagpole on this map is the play? No, 100%.
Target spotted.
Not sure what the play is here. Probably
Power
back up
items
for
incoming.
camo.
Power items on the field. Camo obtained.
What? Dude, I can't hear anything! Not a single sound cue! What? Not a single sound cue!
Enemy flag carrier spotted.
I have it so loud now, dude. Yeah, did you guys hear any of that on stream? Did you hear, like, anything, bro? Not a single
The
thing.
enemy carrier has revealed themselves. Plasma grenades acquired.
Enemy captured your flag. 5 minutes
Why?
remaining.
Because I'm having an off game? I don't understand. I love this game, man. I love this game. So we crash out of one. We can't grapple a ledge. We have a teammate intentionally killing us. And then we push into a 2v1, man. Damn, man. I don't want to play ranked. Oof, legit. I'm not gonna shoot back because I ain't that guy.
Enemy there.
Oh my god, teammate, I can't help you if somebody's blocking shots.
Power items on the way.
They wearing wool. What? Your autocorrect is messing with you, bro. I can't even work through that one. We need the camo.
Our team took the enemy flag. A good old-fashioned takedown.
I should have waited till my shields regen there.
Another one down.
Oh no, man.
In my sights.
Get it home, Spartan. They know where we are. They spotted us, Spartan.
No, he jumped past me. That little demon. Socks. Wool socks on Sam.
Enemy
You.
flag returned.
Kills his teammates when he's upset. Oh, I thought you were talking he was in our lobby. Oh no. Good shot. Let's play some social. Oh man, I'm really not on that much longer, to be honest with you. I still have a lot to do today because I didn't get everything done this morning
Power
before
items
stream.
inbound.
Because obviously I normally stream in the morning, so I'm a little thrown off with the afternoon stream. This is so obnoxious. He doesn't even get minus for that either because the other enemy finished me, dude. Actually, maybe we will play social, dude. This is kind of cancer. I thought he was going to shoot me too. Live on stream, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
Enemy captured your flag.
What was his name? Is that King Boo that's shooting me constantly?
Target spotted.
Not cool. It's sad. Yeah, pretty much. So cringe, man.
Make those bullets sting, Spartan.
I thought I could hit that.
Minute remaining.
Why would people do that? I literally have no idea. Either he's upset that I'm going, well, 12 and 19, but he was the reason for 3 of the deaths, so I'm basically going, what, 12 and 17? Except he could also recognize the name. He could be like, oh, that's above average Cody, let's shoot him because he's probably streaming. Which in my opinion is
Enemy flag
cringe.
carrier revealed.
Oh, he put in chat.
30 seconds remaining.
What did that say? How do I pull up chat? Why won't it let me pull up chat? He said F trash. He said average Cody 2v1 in flag and F
Enemy flag carrier
trash
spotted.
hidden and left me 1v alone. Well, there you go, guys. That's why he's upset. That's why he's upset. Is because apparently I left him in a 1v1 or something. Which he proceeded to kill me 3 times, essentially, mid-game. Which was really nice of him, man. King Boo is a punk. I couldn't have said it better myself. And Mariano, bro, much love for all the interaction on Twitter. I appreciate it. They have nothing better to do. No, man, I am 110% the reason we lost that game, bro. 110%. He's upset because he has a weak mental. It's just hilarious because what were we literally just talking about? Like, are you going to get upset and kill your teammate 3 times and lose 0-4? Or are you going to work with the team, keep a normal mental, and actually try to win the game? But instead, he's going to do that, which is really tight. Because now we both lose a ton of rank. I just lost half my D2 on 2 games, man. He said, go play pubs. F trash. Awesome. Thank you, man. Why does he keep saying F trash? Is that like a polite way to talk to people in a bad way? What's up with the coaching? Antonio, we did the coaching for about the first 2 hours of the stream. So you can either, I believe you're able to go back on the live stream and see what happened, or it will be up on the channel in post as a VOD, and then we'll be having a video come out probably Monday on all of my thoughts on how it went and everything like that. He can't curse. It'll censor it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so that's probably his weird way. He clearly does it regularly if he has some tagline he likes to call everybody. Poor guy having to 1v1. Yeah, man. It's just amazing because he started shooting me early in the game, too. Like, that makes 0 sense. Reported? I don't think it's worth reporting him. He didn't technically do anything that's going to get him in trouble. You know what I mean? All right, I'm going to run homies with the rank. See you, dude. All right, Ryfish. Thank you for popping in, brother. I'm just going to run one more, honestly, guys, and then we're going to call it here. Probably go get some dinner and things like that because I have not eaten in... Where's my clock? Probably 4 hours. I go way too long without eating, especially when I stream. And, guys, if you see the logo on the bottle, poor homie got a clipped wing, dude. Poor homie got a clipped wing. This was kind of like a trial run of the sticker, and it got stuck on something, and it ripped pretty clean off, which is kind of crazy. This one's still going strong. This one was a success. But yeah, the bird one, man. Rest in peace. 4 hours long? Yeah, bro. I got a fast metabolism, man. I got to eat like every 2. He gets banned if he uses curse words. Yeah, pretty much. That's why it's not worth reporting him. And, like, does Xbox actually take action if they're shooting their own teammates? Like, I don't really care. I hope he's on the other team and we can dunk on him. No, he's not. He's not even in the lobby. That would have been fire. Any plans this weekend? Not really. I'm kind of missing plans currently to run a few games for you guys. And I kind of feel bad. That's why I'm going to end after probably this game.
Capture and hold the zones.
Okay.
Tango closing in.
Oh, no. We're both...
Glad I'm in your head and not that head. What's left of it?
No, man. He saw me way faster. Hopefully somebody looks over that. Yeah, but he didn't technically kill me. He just shot me, and then the enemy just had to tap me. All right, we're getting B, so I'm just gonna leave A, I guess.
Stronghold Alpha lost.
Okay, they're gonna cap A. Awesome.
Stronghold Alpha is ours. Stronghold Bravo lost.
Wow, that didn't kill him? How did that... Wow. Thought that grenade was going to kill him. I didn't want to waste time getting the repulse because I thought they were pushing C because my teammate's literally running all over the map. No! Okay, I'll go this way.
Active camo inbound. We've captured Bravo. Stronghold Alpha lost.
Dude, we are fighting everywhere on this map. Oh my goodness. Dude, why are we all taking fights everywhere? No, Mach 1, the coaching's done now. It was a hour-and-a-half session. We did it on the first 2 hours of the stream. We're just running a couple games now. This will be the last one.
Stronghold Bravo, lost. We've captured Alpha.
Your team's scoring.
Why are we just running away from the points we're getting?
Stronghold Alpha lost.
Enemy team
Oh my
scoring.
god. What are we pushing here? All right, let's go get this A. Oh my goodness, man. Repulse equals instant piff god. Get kicked from the match for unsportsmanlike conduct. He's just a troll, man. Yeah, it's
Lost
whatever.
the lead.
Stronghold Charlie, lost.
I'm trash. I'm trash. I never really did competitive Halo. I was a casual player looking for content creation. Feels more fun.
Active camo inbound.
I mean, hey, man, we're all different.
We've captured Charlie.
We definitely have a lot of fun here, even when we're getting sweated out on.
Active camo available.
No, man. Somebody needs to look down at that camo. I feel like I need to just do whatever the randoms are doing because it feels like I'm completely alone. Alright, they want A. Get this A cap. We'll go protect B, I guess. Never mind, we're running to C. They're running to... Guys, what do I do in a situation like this? Like, they're running to C, but it makes sense to protect B, right?
Enemy team scoring.
Alright, I got some help here. We're both hopping B.
Stronghold Alpha lost. We've captured Bravo. A good old-fashioned takedown.
Alright, we're getting on C. I bet half these players you are going against are using the controller how COD players do. I use the controller how COD players do. What's wrong with that, bro? We all hold controllers differently. Everybody has a different button layout. 3 question mark, Alex? What's up? All right, he's on A. We don't need 3 people capping the same point. All right, they're pushing A. All right, he's dead. We gotta go get B now. Never mind, we have AC. What?
Plasma grenades applied.
Thank you, teammate. Now we have all 3 points.
Active camo inbound.
Now they're spawning A. What is this game, chat?
Active camo available. Active camo acquired.
Gained the lead.
The enemy has captured Bravo.
Halfway to victory.
Shooting, Spartan. Stronghold Bravo is ours. Stronghold Charlie lost.
Enemy there.
The enemy has captured Bravo.
Whoa! I I know when playing with randoms, it's always the triple cap. Yeah, I don't get it, man. It just looks weird how they hold it. The button layout is fine. Oh, no, dude. What?
Stronghold Charlie.
No,
lost.
yeah, everybody... There's people who play claw and stuff in both COD and Halo. I honestly think there's more in Halo, if you ask me. I did not shoot that second PR burst.
Your team scoring.
Woo! We captured the zone. This was a terrible idea. We've captured Charlie. The enemy has captured Alpha. Active camo in.
Oh my god, man. I'm probably have a horrible KD. 5 and 9.
Enemy team.
Dude's 23 and 9. Holy fuck. He's picking up every kill, man. Nobody's even near camo. Camo's still up, bro.
We've captured Alpha.
Your team scoring.
This is abysmal. Whatever, let's just get this fucking W, man. He's on a running riot, dude.
The enemy has captured Alpha.
Enemy team scoring.
Make those bullets sing, Spartan. We captured Bravo.
Oh, unfortunate.
Your team scoring. Nearing victory.
Honestly, I legitimately think there's more claw players in Halo, oddly enough.
Stronghold Charlie. Lost.
Enemy team scoring.
Slide down the
Get on
steps.
points. Fuck, you're sniping.
In my sights.
No, I don't play claw. I have paddles.
Whoa! We captured the zone. This was a terrible idea. The enemy has captured Bravo.
Oh my god, can we hold 2 points?
Active camo inbound.
Shot caller.
Active camo available. Down, and not getting up. Stronghold Charlie, lost here.
How, dude? Oh my goodness. I'm 8 and 11 though, so I guess I can't say anything.
Perfect.
Oh, there's 2 dead. 3 dead.
Your team
Oh,
scoring.
please let this be the game. Alright, we got 1A. I'll play C here, I guess. I gotta win that fight, man. No, operating. This is my last game,
Enemy
bro.
team scoring.
Stronghold Bravo, lost. A good old-fashioned takedown. Stronghold Charlie is ours.
Your team scoring.
Grapple shot acquired.
Oh no, he was up high. I thought he was down below. Stars, I know, brother. It depends on the situation, what I do with them. Well, thank you.
Victory.
Whatever, we won. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done today. It's amazing how quick ranked can just wear me down. All right, chat. Thank you guys for sticking it out, sticking around. Appreciate you. It sucks we crashed the first game. It sucks we were getting shot at by our teammates the second game. But the third game we won. It's whatever. Didn't get to do much, but I held the positioning I felt like I needed to. Thank you for the GGs, guys. Much love, much love. The Bandit is not on recharge. It can only be found on streets in CAF. It can be found in the window of garage on live fire, and it can be found on the spawn wall on Argyle. Those are the only 3 spots. Well, we got 8 back, so we minus 15. Do you hit the gym? I'm actually going after the stream. Not currently, no. I used to be a massive gym head until I had some I had some health issues. And then I kind of stopped, and I started getting back into it. And now I currently have some of the, I'm going through some stuff with my heart to find out if that is an issue. So I'm still not working out. I'm going to get back into it, but sadly I have not in a long time. So I guess the answer is yes, in a past life. When is the next giveaway? We're going to be doing a 5K giveaway. Once we hit 5,000 subs, baby. I think we're at, what are we at? I'll give you guys the exact sub total since you guys can't see it. We're at 4,241 subs. So once we hit 5,000, I'm planning a pretty decent size giveaway. Series 2 controller? Perhaps. You got heart problems too, bud? Yeah, I mean, they haven't found anything concrete yet, which is good, but I'm still kind of going through it, and I have a follow-up coming up at the end of the month. But yeah. Yeah, I remember you talking to me about that, saying that's super scary, bro. I'm glad you're healthy and such currently. You're giving away... No. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no, Carmel Thunder. I don't even have that much money currently, bro. Can you rig it in my favor? I cannot... For the sake of YouTube, everybody will have an equal chance to win. Oh, interesting. I might try ranked. I used to do ranked on Reach, so I'm going to try it. It's really fun, but it's also really nauseating at times, SK. But it is a fun game, fundamentally. I play with the Elite Series 2, and it feels so good. Trigger locks feel good. I love the controller. The only knock is that the left bumper goes eventually at some point. Either 2 weeks in or 3 months in. There's no in between. Give away that candle behind you. Dude, all of it. We're making a new YouTube backdrop. We're giving away everything. Everything you see here. The bed, you name it. No, I'm just kidding. Best sleep I ever had? Oh, God. Insane. I'm glad you're with us currently. Weird, mine is fine. I got my controller for free because I worked at GameStop. Oh, word, that's lit. Can't complain about that. Sorry to hear, man. Pray everything is fine. I hate hearing about health problems. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're pushing through. I've talked about it a lot in the past on stream. It's been pretty daunting at times. It wears on you for sure. But just on the good days, I try to remember a healthy man wants many things, and that's why he's unhappy. But an unhealthy person only wants one thing, and that's to be healthy. So it's kind of like a motto for life, and it's kind of appreciate what you have because it can always be worse. Because when things are worse, all you want is for them to be better. And then once you achieve that better, you just want everything in the world, and then that's when you kind of get like in a sad place because you want too many things. But not to get too philosophical on you guys today, but I do live quite a lot by I wouldn't call them life lessons, but just important things to remember. Eat healthy, always, brother. I do my best. I did start the day with Taco Bell, but I went 3 months without eating fast food because I don't really just do it anymore. But today was a little bit of a treat, so. An unhealthy man just wants 2 things, feel better and play better in Halo Infinite. I'll be honest with you, Carmel, I always want to play better in Halo Infinite. We got a choice to get a PS5 or an Elite Series 2. You know what I picked. Dude, that's dope. I would pick the same, obviously. Much love, Cody. Can't wait to see the coaching in action. Just work with what you got in the sesh. Hope you're doing okay health-wise. I can get a 10% discount on Elites. Let me know if you want to save a bit. Ooh, much love, Cody. I appreciate it, man. I may be hitting you up then at some point because we will be getting some. I just told you. Yeah, there will be... I want to do 2, okay? That's what we're hoping to give away. I want to give away 2 controllers. so I can give 2 people the controller setups I run. Even though the first one, dude, the first one was like $36 to ship. It was insane because of how much it weighs. Shipping's insane. It's crazy. Hey, much love, Zane. Appreciate you, bro. You stay positive as well, my friend. All right, y'all. I love you guys so much. You guys are legends. Absolute awesome people. Again, shout out to Eli for all the coaching today. It was an awesome session. You guys can see his Metafy link. It is the pinned comment in chat there. So even if you don't want to purchase a coaching session, feel free to go check it out. You know, browse it, browse the site. That's kind of one of the more popular sites people go to get coaching, not just for Halo, but pretty much any game. So feel free to go check it out. And again, that's Eli the Ninja, G1 Eli the Ninja. Shout out to him. Got to make sure everybody realizes a plug for him because it sounded like a plug for Metafy. But I'm just trying to educate you guys on what it is so you know. I wonder if I can play with a PS controller on Infinite. I don't believe you can with a PS4 controller. I really don't know, actually. I'm not sure. Had me some Wendy's today. Forgot to order my Frosty chocolate. Oh, man, I'm a vanilla Frosty guy. I'm not a vanilla personality, but I enjoy vanilla ice cream quite a bit. But alrighty, guys, I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was fun. It was a blast. We learned a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And yeah, guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe with whatever you choose to do tonight, please, please, please. And then next live stream Tuesday, we got a banger video going up tonight. Halo Infinite Ranked is a nightmare. It's going to be a fun one. So feel free to leave a comment on that and share your thoughts once you watch the video. But alrighty, guys. Love y'all. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for keeping me going, keeping me motivated. And like I said, I'll be back live on Tuesday. Uploads every day. You guys know the drill, and hit that thumbs up on the way out. All right, guys. Stay safe. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll catch you.